Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Dolly in the house. I've been down by the beach, man. Back from the Bahamas, ready to get into some true crime. There's a lot of things we missed while we was out of town. Officer involved shooting in Tucson. New rumors in the Nancy Guthrie case of who the perpetrator could be. Was these people involved? That type of stuff. I told you guys in the very beginning, Tucson is a shithole. But first, I'm going to need you guys to give this video a like. If you're brand new out there, ring the bell for notifications. And of course, feel free to share my ugly face everywhere. Keep your hands and feet inside the ride at all times, because this train is leaving the station. It's DOLLY Vision, baby.
Bomb Dolly! I'm Dolly Belly. I'm Dolly, baby. Hey, hey, hey. I'm Dolly, baby. Yeah, the king of this game. Best to ever do it. Put respect on my name. Everybody got a channel. Everybody got a mic, but they ain't got the juice. They built like I'm built. I go live, whole internet shakes. Other creators watching every move that I make. They can copy my style, they can copy my flow, but they'll never beat Dolly, and they already know. I'm a living legend, they should hang me in a Hall of Fame. Greatest true crime voice that they ever heard it all. Best there ever was, best there is today, best there ever will be. What else can I say? Subscribe! Throw your hands in the sky when Dolly goes live. Everybody stop by. Subscribe! Throw your hands in the air. Ain't nobody doing what I'm doing over here. These dudes talk tough, but they're boring as hell. Reading off a script while I'm creating the tale. I'm boots on the ground, they're boots on the couch. I'm out chasing leads while they're running their mouth. I'm the headline of the fine print. I'm the home run, they're a weak hit. I'm the main event, the opening acts. When the history books drop, they're getting cut from the facts. I got people tuned in from the second I appear, cause they know something wild's about to happen in here. I don't chase attention, attention chases me. That's the difference between a legend and a wannabe. I'm a problem, I'm a beast, I'm a one-man show. Got the whole damn true crime world moving too slow. Every time I hit live, I raise the bar again. Everybody else competing for second place, my friend. King of the late night, king of the live stream. King of making something out of nothing but a dream. I built this from the dirt, now I'm sitting on the throne. And the funny part is I did it on my own. Throw your hands in the sky if you're rocking with Dolly. Let me hear that battle cry. Subscribe. Let the whole world know the king just walked in and he's stealing the show. They say arrogance is ugly, maybe that's true, but when you're this damn good, what you supposed to do? I'm the greatest to ever do it, everybody can see. And if there was another Dolly, he's the one to be me. DOLLY. Remember the name, live legend forever. Yeah, I'm changing the game. Best there ever was, best there is, best to be. And everybody else is just chasing me.
What is up, my beautiful people? It is good to see you guys again. Let me tell you, it is good to be home, back in America, good old America. I was down by the beach, okay, down by the beach for a little while, but now I'm back to take over the true crime world, and I'm glad you guys could be here with me for it. Now, while we was gone, we missed some stuff in the whole Tucson saga, is what I call it, because now it's not just about Nancy Guthrie and Savannah and Tomato paste, tomato face, Annie. Now there's been an officer involved shooting, well, a recruit and his wife. We missed that while we was gone, right? There was a home invasion of the Hispanic Caucasian, okay? Home invasion of the Hispanic. Listen, I've been telling y'all I believe the perpetrator in the Nancy Guthrie case is a Hispanic male, right? But there's a lot of crime going on, murders, home invasions. Everybody tried to make Tucson out to be like it was some great place. And Dolly was the only one to tell you it was a shithole, a dust bowl, okay? A big old dust bowl. It was like Mad Max of the Terror Dome. It's like cactuses and crackheads, okay? Well, maybe cactuses and meth heads, or cactuses and that big F that be killing everybody heads. I don't know. They just all on damn drugs. They walking around with broken necks and shit. I've never seen nothing like it. It's horrible, right? So to figure out what happened to Nancy, this is harder than a game of Clue. It's harder than a game of Clue, right? So we know there was a home invasion, 2 men arrested. They possibly believe, wait, I got my producer here with me today, PJ. They believe it was 3 males, right? But they have 2 males in custody.
I tried to skim as fast as I could, but there's articles that state there was 3 suspects. Then there's one that stated that they purchased 3 face masks. So that's possibly why they believe there's 3, but they definitely arrested 2 so far.
Now, in the Nancy Guthrie case, right? Because we're just comparing the cases. We believe there was more than one perpetrator in the Nancy Guthrie case. If you believe there was more than one perpetrator, I want you to like this video and press 1 in the chat. Okay, Porch Guy. We know about Porch Guy, but was there another guy? I believe there was, and I believe there was at least 3 people involved in the Nancy Guthrie case. Myself, right?
Several similarities. This happened just before 6 a.m. and the suspect vehicle was reported to be seen around 3:50 and sat outside for about 40 minutes.
Okay, so similar situation as Nancy. They left in the middle of the night. They invaded this home early in the morning hours, sort of like Nancy, right? Sort of like Nancy. Now, do these people have anything to do with the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie? Because there's real no motive for them to shoot this police recruit, right? But they basically busted up in the house. The man ran to his bedroom and told his wife to try to get to the gun safe, right? I guess apparently she didn't make it in time. He tussled with these people. She heard a shot, and her husband was shot and killed.
She is also a correctional facility, so whether it had something to do with Nancy, it seems to have something to do with the correctional facility / the police department.
Now, is it possible, PJ, because I got PJ on the side, y'all can't see her, but she is here with her beautiful cornrows, right, that she got in the Bahamas. Is it possible that they pissed somebody off inside the correctional facility and this is retaliation for what is happening in a correctional facility?
Of course.
Okay, and his name is the man that was shot?
Carlos Ramirez, 23-year-old police recruit.
Carlos Ramirez, okay, and his wife shot in their home early morning hours. Police have apprehended 2 people. Do we have their names?
Alex James Barnett and Santiago Jorge Rogers.
Okay, and I'm going to show you a picture of these 2 wonderful gentlemen right here. Give me 1 second. Let me get them pulled up for you guys. So you can see these lovely faces, and this man has a lot of tattoos. Now, listen, there is a lot of gang violence itself in Tucson. It's so, you know, gangs are crazy, and this could be a retaliation from gang members.
The chat is saying a whole bunch of stuff.
What is the chat saying, PJ?
Lord Jesus, the man Alex Barnett allegedly believes the child is his. The baby that the lady's carrying in the correctional officer, the fiance.
Okay, he believes the baby is his. So the wife has been freaking on the weekends. Fiance, wife. It ain't totally different. It's pretty close. And then, of course, these are the 2 gentlemen.
Bonnie thinks she set him up. Oh, Lord.
Oh, the police officer to get shot?
Wow.
Now, of course, more men get murdered behind women than any other reason on this planet. That's just a fact, right? You know, women set men up. They go out and cheat. They go out and do these things. Next thing you know, their husband's fighting with somebody, gets killed. It happens a ton.
I think these ladies have an active imagination and have been watching a little too much of the person with the fingers that tries to get in the mix.
I don't
of
know.
everything.
I don't know. I mean, it is possible.
But why would she get shot then?
Mad, you know, be mad and shoot both of them. You know, oh, you think you're gonna have my baby with somebody else, and then that person get upset, shoot both people. You know, so this just goes into show you that there's just a lot of crime popping off there in Tucson, and we're gonna go back over some of it real quick. So just in case you may have been in the Bahamas with Dolly and PJ, you know what's going on in this case. Hold on, let me shrink this. And let's jump in. Should we play it in reverse?
I just figured it would make more sense
to
from
play
the
it in
beginning,
order.
because then we know what
And
happened.
we start this busy Wednesday with breaking news on the Southwest side. Good to be with you. I'm Andrew Capasso. In the past hour or so, Pima County Sheriff Chris Nanos and Tucson's police chief at a press conference talking about the shooting of a Tucson police recruit and a PCSD corrections officer. The recruit is dead. The corrections officer in the hospital. And happening now, a manhunt is on for whoever's responsible. That detective work just...
Now, if you're just tuning in, these two people have been caught. We're just going back over everything just in case you missed any of this, so you know what we're talking about.
Getting started here near South Enchanted Spring Drive. This is south and west of I-19 and Valencia. Sheriff Nanos telling us detectives will be out here through the day. News 4 Tucson's Cassie Scott.
Well, allegedly, they were sneaking drugs into the jail. Now, if that's the case, then this turns into some Austin Drummond type stuff, which, you know, is a case we covered heavily here, where they were smuggling drugs into the jail.
I believe that kind of stuff happens everywhere.
All the time, right? And listen, these gangs run Arizona. It, like, I've watched shows on the jails in Arizona, and they're all ran by Hispanic gangs. All of them, because the majority of people there are Hispanic. So these gangs run the jails. And if you don't do what the inmates say, they will threaten. Of course, your family's on the outside, and there's the same gangs that are on the inside of the jail are the same gangs that are on the outside of the jail.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the people that are covering, watching these people are Hispanic themselves, and they know this, so they're at the mercy of the gangs. What makes it a cold case? I feel like at this point, given the time, it would be considered.
No, not yet.
Not Nancy Guthrie's case. If you're just tuning in, I don't believe it to be a cold case yet. Okay, because it's only been 6 months, going on 7 months of Nancy Guthrie missing. Usually they don't consider it a cold case. What, 3 years, PJ? 3 years, or when every lead dries up and they're not getting tips
Misty just made
in.
me laugh. She said, "Where's Sue Ellen? How did she let this happen around her?"
Well, yeah, where was Sue Ellen when they were parked in the street for 45 minutes? Okay, these people were able to park in the street for 45 minutes, watch this officer recruits home, and Sue Ellen was not there to tell them they're parking in the ingress and the degress. Okay, we can't have that. Sue Ellen has been slipping on her job. I think it's time we fired Sue Ellen. What do you think, PJ? Should we just let her go at this point?
Yeah.
She hasn't been. The only person she's been able to run off is Alex. Okay, and don't pop a P10 up in her neighborhood. That will not go good. But if you want to kill people, perfectly fine. She don't care. She ain't even watching. All right, so back to the news.
Live there with that investigation behind her. Cassie, what are you learning here?
Yeah, Andrew, as you can see behind me, this is still a very active investigation. PCSD and the Tucson Police Department are on scene here, and now they need your help finding the two suspects they believe are responsible for this shooting. So take a look at your screen. As part of their efforts, they want you to look out for this car. PCSD says they're searching for two Hispanic men they believe are associated with it. We're told the men were wearing all black with ski masks at the time of the incident and were allegedly driving this car you're seeing on your screen, a gray SUV described as an Acura MDX between the years of 2007 and 2013. Police say the car possibly has a missing fuel door. Now, PCSD and TPD held a news briefing this morning. They say they responded to a 911 call at a home in the neighborhood around 6 a.m. Inside the home, they found 23-year-old Carlos Ramirez dead. He was a Tucson Police Department recruit and a former PCSD corrections officer. They also found...
Okay, somebody's calling in already. Dolly.
Hi, Dolly, the best YouTuber ever.
What's up? Who's
Are you
this?
back? This is Robert from Independence, Missouri.
What's
the
up?
homeless guy.
What's up, Robert?
Not much. Are you back in America?
I'm back in America.
America,
I was down by the beach.
down by the beach.
Uh-huh.
Cool. Is PJ with you?
Yeah, she's with me. She's here. She
Okay,
can't.
so she
She
can
can't
hear me?
hear you though. No, she can't hear you. She don't have a headset on.
It's just
Oh,
the
man. I
Yeah.
was hoping that she can hear me because I was going to do this. Happy birthday to you both. Happy birthday to the best YouTubers ever. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, Robert. Thank you. We had a very good birthday. We were pretty much in paradise, so it couldn't. There was so much that could go wrong. Okay, I mean, blue skies, blue waters.
I have green on our
We had a good time. We got to swim with a
That's
shark
good.
on my birthday. You
Got
know,
to swim on a shark with a shark?
yeah.
Not a set of brothers.
It was pretty scary. He swam up on us out of nowhere.
Oh,
We were swimming with
Oh.
sea turtles, and he snuck up on us. PJ
Oh,
seen him
so
first.
you-
She didn't even tell me.
That's because I was waiting to see how fast you'd swim.
I swam pretty fast. I just tell you how
that's
that.
good.
I did some swimming on my birthday, right? So
That's cool.
yeah, I swam my ass right back to the boat. I was like, oh Lord.
Here comes the shark for Dolly.
Yeah, some of them damn
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
sharks like me. I don't know what it is. They were like, yeah,
Did he got that sweet blood?
maybe. I don't know. He was circling the boat too. PJ was trying to
Yeah.
be his best friend. You know, she was just out there trying to
We were just
join the
talking-
Shark Olympics. I don't know what she was doing.
We were talking about the girl from the ocean the other day before that, and so
Yeah.
I was trying to practice my OSHA.
She's like a shark whisperer. I don't know.
All you
It's,
gotta do is make it big, right?
yeah. I guess that's the technique. Make yourself big in the water. They don't mess
Yeah.
with you.
Taking bad. Do-do-do.
I wasn't.
I bet.
I wasn't really scared. I was still trying to be cautious, but I didn't like
Yeah.
I didn't freak out or nothing. You know,
So it is chasing you?
huh?
It is chasing you?
I don't know. No, it wasn't chasing us. It was just circling, like hanging out.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Like,
it
hey,
was,
buddy, what's going on, Dolly?
yeah, and it
I'm
was.
your friend.
When I was in Florida, the shark that swam up on me was really big. Okay, it was a big ass shark, like 6 foot. This shark was like a
Oh,
2
wow.
foot shark. He was just chilling. Like he could bite the shit out of you, but no way could he eat you. No way could he eat you. But
Right.
you're so far away
Right.
from land that even if he bit you, there's chances you could bleed to death. You know, it wouldn't be good. Any way you look at it, small shark, big shark, it's not good when you're in the middle of the ocean and you get bit by a shark. Okay, it just ain't good.
Right.
So I always took
No,
that.
it ain't.
It ain't big enough to eat me. I wasn't scared like that, but it's big enough to bite me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what's good with you, Robert?
Thanks
Have you been following this officer involved shooting?
I've been trying to.
Oh, okay.
Is it like one of her the deputy that was on there, or sheriff or whatever?
Well, it's a deputy recruit. He was home early morning hours, and at least 2 masked intruders. Some say it was 3. Entered the home early morning hours and shot him and his wife. The wife and the baby, his wife, well, his fiance was pregnant. She survived, and he didn't make it. He was dead on the
Aw.
scene. So they have 2 men right now in custody, and this seems like it has something to do with the correctional facility that they were working at, but I'm not positive of that. You know, there's a lot of rumors being thrown around right now that the woman may have been pregnant with the dude that shot her kid, and you know, it's just they may have been smuggling drugs. Right now, it's just unclear. You know, but this
Right.
just goes into there's a lot of home invasions happening in Tucson. You know, this before this there was a son that had murdered his mom, and then before that there was a woman that was SA'd and by a mass intruder, and he ran and fled, and he still ain't been caught. So you think about that.
Oh, wow.
In the last 6 months, we know of at least 3 home invasions right there near where Nancy Guthrie is at. That's a lot of damn home invasions. I can't think of 3 home invasions in my neighborhood.
Oh, I don't hear him over in Independence.
Yeah, I mean, if you ain't in Tucson, you might not hear it, but the internet, they cover all Tucson news now. Okay, true crime is
Right.
Tucson news. We don't cover no other states but Tucson. All right, if it happens in
Right.
Tucson, we need to know. Okay, I don't know why, but that's the thing on the
Right.
internet right now. So if a damn homeless person get hit by a car, we need to know about it. Okay,
Yep.
if a nick bag is sold in the park, I want to know. Okay.
It says
Because
this
that's where
house
we
is
met at
33
back
minutes from Nancy's.
finally.
All right, Robert, you be good.
Thanks for putting up my our GoFundMe page
Not a
a
problem.
little bit.
All
It
right.
didn't. It got a couple bites.
Okay. Well, we'll put it out there again for you. You be good, Robert.
All right.
All right.
You
Peace.
too. Bye.
All right. So, if you have been following the case, officer recruit, like I said, shot in his home. It's about 30 minutes from Nancy Guthrie's house. But listen, I believe this, that if Porch Guy is not caught, that he's going to do this again. All right. So many people think that this was for a ransom, but it wasn't. So many people think it evolves itself around Miss Savannah Guthrie here on the screen. But does it? Does it? If the ransom notes are real, that's one thing. But if the ransom notes are fake, that's a totally different thing. Okay? So 2 to 3 people possibly involved in that officer involved shooting, right? Recruit. And his wife was a correctional officer.
Yeah.
Well, fiance, correctional officer. Now, when you work in those prison systems and those jails, like I said, they're bad. And certain areas are really real bad gangs. And Tucson is one of those places that have really bad gangs. Now, you can go right now online and put in Tucson jail, right? There's Lock Up and all these other shows have done episodes on the Tucson jail that show the gangs and the politics of the jails and who runs the jails. And usually it's these high powerful Mexican gangs. You got to remember it's 60 miles to the border from Tucson to Mexico. That's why so many people believe that Nancy was, of course, taken across the border, that somebody came across the border, snatched Nancy, and took her across the border, and then encrypted these messages and took Nancy. But let me tell you this: this crime of Nancy Guthrie was committed by a Hispanic male. All right, Dolly's been saying that from day one. Even the images to me of Porch Guy looks like a Hispanic male. How dark his hair is, and just how he looks. He looks like how he's dressed, and to the shoes he's wearing are those of how a Hispanic male would dress. Okay, and I haven't met too many Hispanic males that are jumping the border and going back and forth that are really computer savvy. Okay, one, I don't know too many Mexicans that are going across the border back and forth anyway. But what I'm saying is, this crime don't appear to be the internet version. Hispanic people are not known for internet scams and hustles. Okay, they're not. Okay, we can't blame the Hispanic people that their keyboards they ain't keyboard warriors like a lot of people. Okay, they're not on the internet. They're not like people from India, people from Somalia, people from Pakistan. Tucson is the biggest drug and human traffic corridor in the U.S. Sweet as Sugar says, "Damn, Dolly Parton died today at 80."
What?
What? Google that, PJ. I haven't heard nothing about that. I pray to God that that's not true.
I don't see that.
Sweet as Sugar, you have any source of that? I think that would be
No.
all over the news. Dolly Parton is an icon. She ain't just like a regular person. She is an icon in the world we live in. Dolly Parton. I think everybody.
TMZ just announced it.
TMZ just announced Dolly Parton passed away.
Wait. Because it's not on anything else. Like, I literally just, but somebody just sent it to me.
I hope that is not the case.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. That is horrific. Damn. Sweet as sugar, you on top of things. Man. That is.
It's not on any other site, though. That's weird. I mean, I don't doubt that she did, but her head of security announced her death Tuesday on Instagram.
I mean, and they just not announce. I mean, it's up to the family when they want to put these things out. Oh my God!
Oh, yeah, I'll send it to you.
All right, hold on. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me pull this up.
All right, it's in your
All right, hold on. Damn, 80 years old, icon. You know, a lot of people ask me why the channel is named Dolly Vision. Okay, I get that more than any other question. Why is the channel Dolly Vision? And the reason I named this channel Dolly Vision. Hold on 1 second, guys. Okay, back to what I was saying. The reason I named this channel a Dolly Vision is because before my mom died, well, her whole life she's been a huge Dolly Parton and Elvis fan. I didn't want to name the channel Elvis, but I named it something like that after my mom's favorite singer. Okay. Do I like Dolly Parton? I like Dolly Parton. Was I a huge fan of Dolly Parton? Not a huge fan. I am a fan of Dolly Parton. Don't get me wrong. Dolly is awesome. Probably, you know, her legend of Dolly Parton to live on for longest shit, a lot longer than mine will. Let me tell you, I always tell people there's two greats and there's one that ain't. And I am the ain't. All right. But let me pull this up for you guys. So we're going to jump ship for a minute and go over to this Dolly Parton stuff. So you know where the source is coming from. What is this?
Instagram. It's her head of security.
Okay. This is the head of security for Dolly Parton. Let's get it.
Seaver, son of Cassie Parton, and I am representing the Parton and Owens family today, announcing the passing of my Aunt Dolly Rebecca Parton Dean, sister, sis, Aunt Granny to one generation and Gigi to the next. This video announcement is something Dolly asked of me years ago, before I fully absorbed it as a future reality. As her head of security for more than 2 decades, a role my father Larry held before me, I have imagined the heaviness of this moment, but haven't truly felt it until now. It is an honor that is mixed with absolute pride and great sadness. But sadness lies with us, not with Dolly. Dolly has lived in the light and is in the arms of Jesus, surely met by Carl, her parents, and countless others who have watched her and longed for her to meet them in the heavens. I first went on the road with Dolly as a kid, getting a taste of the road life in the early 1980s. Dolly opened doors not just for me, but for her entire family to reach the potential we didn't even know was possible. Dolly also opened doors for generations of singers, songwriters, musicians, and dreamers from every walk of life and across every continent. By her example, we believed that anything was possible. She never saw a door she couldn't open, and the doors she opened made and changed history. My family and I have shared a lifetime of beautiful memories with Dolly, but so have you. She has always been on your television, your record player, your CD, and on your phone playlist, becoming an extended part of your family, whether you liked it or not. Our family and the team she has entrusted with her legacy will work diligently to ensure her spirit will live with us forever. Dolly was a farmer, just like her daddy. He farmed the soil. She farmed songs and happiness. Dolly called me and said she wants to rest in a beautiful bed of plush cotton because after a life wearing heavy rhinestones, she finally deserves to be comfortable and have some rest. Rest in peace, Aunt Dolly, Aunt Granny, Gigi. May God bless Dolly Parton, and may God bless you all. She will always love you.
Wow, guys. Wow. Man, I was not expecting this today. All right. I can tell you now, I was not expecting to hear that news today. I always thought that Dolly Parton would live forever. Um, it's one of those things when I hear her name, it reminds me of my mom because my mom loved Dolly Parton so much. That's always how I held Dolly so close to me. It's one of those things that just reminded me so much of her. And you in this world, you really can't live forever. You know. Oh, PJ. Oh, PJ over there tearing up. I mean, it's absolutely sad news that such a legend. I remember watching her in the movies, 9 to 5, and the songs with Kenny Rogers. It's. I'm sure happy as a person Dolly Parton was, she wouldn't want people to be sad. And I think, she spent all that time in rhinestones, and I'm sure that was uncomfortable. So she wanted to rest in a bed of cotton. I think what he said was absolutely beautiful. And everybody knows that day will come. It'll come for me. It'll come for you. It'll come for everybody out here. Nobody in this world is promised tomorrow. And this is the importance of loving and caring about each other, right? And telling people you love them while they're here instead of sending them flowers when they're dead, okay? I always tell people, give me my flowers now. I want to smell them, okay? I want to smell it because, show that love. Don't wait till it's too late to love somebody, all right? You need to love them while they're here, and every moment in this world is precious. I had my near death experience, and that over that time it changed me a lot. I realized, hey, I'm not invincible, right? I'm gonna meet my day one day, and only God knows what day that is. Okay. Dolly the Great didn't know what day her day was, but she knew that one day she would go to those gates, and it was coming. At 80 years old, you got to think, okay, maybe I got another 20 years in me at the most. Okay. And Dolly, you could tell her health was getting a little bit worse. Even at the Super Bowl, she had to hold on to something to keep her balance, to stay, where she wouldn't fall over. So she definitely needed assistance getting around. And for an 80-year-old woman, Dolly Parton stayed beautiful most of her life, right? Like, I don't know if she had a great plastic surgeon or what, but Dolly, she stayed a pretty beautiful woman, and she lived a life that most of us could only dream of living. Okay, only dream of it. One of the biggest stars in the world. Okay, Dolly Parton's known from here to damn India, from here around the globe, Dollywood, and I'm sure her family, her albums alone, and like I said, they'll be talking about Dolly when every last one of us are dead and gone, and nobody mentions our name. They will still be talking about Dolly Parton. Now, there's only one Dolly left, and he's a fucking idiot. Okay, this is what you're stuck with from now on. Is me. All right, there was only two. There was a great, and there was an ain't. The only thing you got left is the ain't now. Okay. But we're going to make sure that Dolly Parton's legacy stays alive here at Dolly Vision, because that she was a big part of the way this channel was named. Okay. So we definitely ain't going to forget the woman, and hopefully you guys don't either. That dude don't count. Okay. That dude's name is Matt. All right. Don't, there's only one Dolly left now. Don't even try it. Don't even put that bad energy into the air. There's only one Dolly. Dolly is Dolly. If it ain't Dolly, it ain't Dolly. All right. Now I got to add the little butterfly to my name in remembrance of Dolly. Okay. We don't dally here. We dolly here.
Dally along.
Yeah, we don't dally. We don't dilly dally. We dolly. There's a big, big difference.
We don't know the guy. It's just he's not Dolly.
Huh?
We don't know the guy. He's just not Dolly.
Yeah, we don't know the guy. We don't got nothing personal against the guy. We just know he ain't Dolly. All right. He don't fit the mold of a Dolly. Dollies are great. Okay. I'm gonna miss Dolly Parton. That totally sucks. That's the worst news I could have gotten today. I was having such a good day. You know, we just came off a wonderful weekend. Man, TMZ Live is knowing the story of her right now for you, Dolly. Well, I can't share TMZ because they will strike everything we do. But if you're just tuning in, let's play this one more time.
Hey everyone, my name is Brian Seaver, son of Cassie Parton, and I'm representing the Parton and Owens family today, announcing the passing of my Aunt Dolly Rebecca Parton Dean, sister, sis, Aunt Granny to one generation and Gigi to the next. This video announcement is something Dolly asked of me years ago, before I fully absorbed it as a future reality. As her head of security for more than 2 decades, a role my father Larry held before me, I have imagined the heaviness of this moment, but haven't truly felt it until now. It is an honor that is mixed with absolute pride and great sadness. But sadness lies with us, not with Dolly. Dolly has lived in the light and is in the arms of Jesus, surely met by Carl, her parents, and countless others who have watched her and longed for her to meet them in the heavens. I first went on the road with Dolly as a kid, getting a taste of the road life in the early 1980s. Dolly opened doors not just for me, but for her entire family to reach the potential we didn't even know was possible. Dolly also opened doors for generations of singers, songwriters, musicians, and dreamers from every walk of life and across every continent. By her example, we believed that anything was possible. She never saw a door she couldn't open, and the doors she opened made and changed history. My family and I have shared a lifetime of beautiful memories with Dolly, but so have you. She has always been on your television, your record player, your CD, and on your phone playlist, becoming an extended part of your family, whether you liked it or not. Our family and the team she has entrusted with her legacy will work diligently to ensure her spirit will live with us forever. Dolly was a farmer, just like her daddy. He farmed the soil, she farmed songs and happiness. Dolly called me and said she wants to rest in a beautiful bed of plush cotton because after a life wearing heavy rhinestones, she finally deserves to be comfortable and have some rest. Rest in peace, Aunt Dolly, Aunt Granny, Gigi. May God bless Dolly Parton, and may God bless you all. She will always love you.
Wow. Wow. That is devastating news today, man. Devastating news. Working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living. Yeah, I mean, it was one of those movies I watched with my mom when I was a kid. That's why, it reminds me so much of my mother. I remember my mom got to go see her in concert, and she was like the happiest I think I've ever seen her. Right. And my mom was also a big, huge Elvis Presley fan. So I would sit around and, watch Dolly movies and Elvis. I've seen every Elvis movie. Like, you name an Elvis movie, I have seen it. Right. And I Love Lucy and stuff like that. And there's just certain things that really, really, hit close to home. And to me, that's one of them. That and like a Butterfinger. My mom loved Butterfinger candy bars. So every year we go to her grave and we leave a Butterfinger. I don't know who at the cemetery eats it, but somebody does. Okay. Somebody gets them a Butterfinger every year. I think it's the guy that cuts the grass, because I think he knows what day to go out there. Right. So he knows on like her birthday and certain holidays, there's going to be a damn Butterfinger sitting on her grave. And every time we go back, it's gone. Okay. So somebody's getting a Butterfinger. All right. So, wow. So, like I said, appreciate life, appreciate what you have. Like I said, I don't think Dolly Parton would want people to be sad over her passing. I really don't. She was a happy woman. I'd never seen like a upset Dolly Parton. Never a bunch of scandals or controversies, like you see with a lot of icons in this world, Michael Jackson, Prince, other people, um, Elvis. Not a lot of, this is a weird way, like to be announced that the passing, but somebody I guess has to come out and say it. And of course, TMZ is reporting it, and Fox News now is talking about it. And I thought Swedish Sugar was nuts when she came in the room and said that. I was like, no way, right? And then it wasn't being. So she must be like on her news, right? Because she must have seen it as soon as it very first came out. And wow, yes, yes. If you just tuning in, Dolly Parton has passed away. And of course, it sounds like natural causes. She was 80 years old. And, we know she was battling things, but, some of these celebrities hide what's going on with them. They don't want the public to know because, not only is Dolly Parton a great person, but she's a huge franchise. She's a business, right? She feeds a lot of people. Okay. There's a lot of people, a lot of businesses, a lot of everybody that Dolly Parton has put food on their plates. So, you got to protect that franchise that is Dolly Parton too. So like the man said, moving forward, they're going to make sure that she's remembered forever. And even without Dolly here, she'll be able to take care of her family, and the people that she loved and surrounded her will probably be taken care of forever off of the name Dolly Parton, which is good, Um, and we don't know what type of, if they went in there and she was just gone, or if she was slowly fading and was able to talk to him and give her final wishes and what she wanted done and things like that. That's kind of how my mom went. She didn't just drop dead. She slowly faded, and we were able to sit and talk and speak on what she wanted done with all her things and stuff like that. So I think it's, a better way if you just slowly go out the world instead of, a shocker where you go in and you find your loved one just deceased and you didn't get to say goodbye. The good thing about the way my mother went is I was able to say goodbye to her. I was able to sit there and have that last talk with her. And I appreciate that every day, because a lot of people I realize in this world don't get that with their loved ones. They don't get to sit and say goodbye. And I think that helped me heal a lot in all of this and realize, like I said, that this world is not forever. It's just a moment in time, a glimpse in time, and make the best of every memory you can while you're here. Because when you're gone, that's all that's left of you is the memory of you. And you want to leave a good memory behind. That's why I tell people don't be a dirtbag. Don't be a shitty person, because that's what people will remember you as. You want people to remember the good things. And somebody told me how you live forever. Does anybody know how you live forever? And I tell you now, Dolly Parton will live forever. But does anybody know? Trivia question. You live forever in the hearts and minds of other people. You will last as long as this planet's here, as long as you're in the hearts and minds of other people. You will never be forgotten. So you need to leave a memory or impression on people so strong that they never forget you. Ancient Egyptians, they believed by writing their names on everything that people would remember them after they were gone, because they were more concerned with the spirit world and the afterlife than this little bit of time that you have here. Because the little bit of time you have here is small, but your afterlife is eternity. It's forever. So they were more concerned about where you go after you leave this planet than being on this planet itself. And that's the most important thing. If you haven't got right with your Lord or whoever you believe in, I say, hey, start doing that today. Because I ain't saying that you're going to die today, I'm just saying that you just never know when this world is going to end for me, you, or anybody else. Like I'm sure the people, the officers, and Miss Nancy Guthrie, they didn't think today was their last day. Not technically today, but the day that they went, they didn't think that that was their last day. They thought they had some years. They thought they had the chance to say that they love people and let people know how much they cared, but they didn't. And you're not promised those things. None of us are.
Ava just sent me a message. Dolly Parton died today.
Yes, yeah. I mean, it's hitting the world right now, and she's in what, Croatia?
Mhm.
So right now we know it's done traveled to Croatia.
And she's 15. So
That Dolly Parton has
all
died because
generations.
Ava is in Croatia right now, and she just sent us a text message saying Dolly Parton has died. So, like I said, Dolly Parton ain't something just in the U.S. Dolly Parton is something that's global, worldwide. Shit, there's probably aliens in other places that know who Dolly Parton is. Right? Her death affects the whole damn galaxy. Sad, super sad. But like I said, the name, meant a lot, and it will continue to mean a lot here at Dolly Vision. That's why I don't like people using my name. Okay, that's why I don't. There's only one Dolly now. Okay, and there will never be. There's no way to ever replace Dolly Parton. There's just no way. Nobody will come in country music in our lifetime that will ever even come close to replacing Dolly Parton. This is a once in a million year person. You don't get many of them. We always talk about the kings: Elvis, Michael Jackson, Dolly here. Okay, the king of true crime, right? We always talk about the kings, but there's always been queens, right? And Dolly Parton was a queen. She was definitely a queen. She was one of the greatest of her time and my time and your time. If you're alive, Dolly Parton has been one of the greatest country singers of the last, 60 years? At least 60-year, 50, 60-year career in country music. Wow. In Dolly seen things in this world that we'll never see. We'll never see the things that Dolly got to see. We'll never live. A lot of us won't. I mean, maybe some of you, with the type of love and respect that the world had for you, and could do anything you wanted to do, could help anybody you wanted to help. Financially, I think the Dolly franchise is probably worth $1 billion. There's no way it's not. How many people got their own city, Dollywood, right? That shows you the financial wealth that this woman, coming from a small farming family, was able to generate. Unbelievable story of Dolly Parton too. Like, the whole Burt Reynolds and Kenny Rogers, and man, just so many good memories of Dolly. Yeah, she's truly, damn it, Dolly, you're making us all cry. Well, listen, remember this woman, and don't be sad, right? Remember the good. That's what everybody tells you, right? Don't remember the bad stuff. Remember the good stuff, right? And she was a sweet woman all the way into her 80s. She wasn't a damn Sue Ellen, okay? She didn't care about the ingress and the degress. She didn't care about that stuff, right? And that she wouldn't want you sad. I know she wouldn't want you sad. So I'm not going to be sad over the death. I'm disappointed. Like, yeah, it sucks, man. Dolly gone. But I'm not going to be sad because I don't feel like Dolly would want me sad over her passing. I think she would want people to celebrate her life. And that's the same thing I would want people to do for me. I wouldn't want people being sad, right? Unless you didn't get me flowers while I was alive. Unless you didn't like my video, then I'd want you sad. But if you like my videos, I wouldn't want you sad. I wouldn't want you sad. I'd want you to celebrate my life. The good memories. The things I did to make you laugh. The things I said that made you cry. All that. I want you to celebrate that. and just remember me. I think that's all you can ask for in this world from people. It's just, for love and a little bit of respect. Just put a little bit of respect on the name. Okay, put a little bit of respect on the name Dolly, like I always have. Everybody can't be a Dolly. All right, that's why I give that guy a hard time about the Dolly shit. Right, because there's only so many Dollies in this world. God couldn't pick us all. Okay, He couldn't pick us all. When he picked people out, He grabbed me and he said, "Hey, you got to let the people know. You got to be the voice of true crime. Are you able to take that responsibility? Are you able to carry that weight on your shoulders?" And I said,
your heart attack anniversary.
"Huh? Why are you gonna remind me it's my anniversary of having a heart attack?"
It's just a somber moment we're all having, and I just realized because
Yeah, 2 years ago on this day, it was almost me. That's right, 2
I
years.
was writing down the date of when her husband died because they say that when you're that close, they were together for 60 years. That
You don't live that much longer.
right.
Yeah, it's true. You're like when you find your soulmate and stuff like that, and then one leaves this planet, the other one usually is shortly behind it. Okay, because love makes you live longer. It's proven. People that are in relationships and in love live longer than people that are not. So love will keep you alive. Dolly done some funny interviews on the Johnny Carson show. Yeah, and I mean maybe we'll do a little memorial to Dolly here, but this video really wasn't about that. But we got sidetracked because we just got the information like everybody else did that she has passed away. Somebody said, "Damn, I'm going to live a short life." Well, listen, there's love out there for everybody. And if you can't find love, then love somebody. Okay? Because it's the love that keeps you alive. Love a family member, love a stranger. Okay? Love life. It's precious, it's valuable. I tell people all the time anything in this world is replaceable. Anything like cars, houses, clothing, anything. The most valuable thing you have, and I tell you this, I'm a billionaire. Time is what is valuable because you only get a limited amount of that. You never get time back. There's no way to get it back. Each one of us have a limited amount of time that we're on this planet. So when we give each other this time, like right now, you're tuned in, right? You're giving me the most valuable thing you could ever give me. You're giving me your time. It's worth more than money. It's worth more than vehicles. It's worth more than houses. It's worth more than anything you can think of. And that's why I'm so thankful that each and one of you here, because you're giving me more than money in your world, right? Because you will never get this back. You will never get this time you spent with me here today back. There's no way, if I wanted to give it back to you. But that time you spend, you want to spend that time in valuable places, okay? Places that mean something. Let your time mean something in this world. And that even in this is why I chose true crime, because I wanted my voice to mean something important. I wanted my voice to help, okay? I didn't want to destroy people or be a terrible person. I wanted to do something that would help the world, that maybe I leave this world in a little bit better place than I found it in. Just do my part. And that's what I've done, okay? And that's what I feel like my time is the most valuable thing I give to these people to help, to spread awareness, to search for people, to look for people. That's important to me. Now, everybody, your time may be spend it with friends and family just as valuable, if not more valuable, right? Everybody don't look for missing people. Everybody ain't into the same things as me. But find something that you feel like your time is being spent well on. Don't waste your time. You don't got much of it, right? Like everybody here, we're all older, right? Don't it seem like we was 20 yesterday? And I just turned 52 years old. What, 2 days ago? 52 years old. I feel like I was 20 yesterday. 32 years had them flew by what feels like overnight. Overnight. Seemed like I was just young. Now my bones hurt, my knees hurt, my ankles hurt, my arms hurt. Everything on me hurts. And time flies. Time absolutely flies. So we gotta hold on to the time that we do have, and like I said, make the very, very best of that time. All right, y'all ready to get back on track? Rest in peace, Miss Dolly Parton. Great, right? That will never be forgotten. Will always be remembered and honored on this channel here. Okay. Heartbreaking, heartbreaking. Now, like we were saying in this case of did I close this? Okay, now we're gonna get back on track a little bit, guys. We'll get back on track into the of course we're gonna go over what happened in the home invasion, the 2 people arrested. Then we're gonna jump into the Nancy Guthrie stuff. There is some comparisons, but we're gonna talk about who Porch Guy is. What is the truth in this? We're gonna discuss all those things. I know we got a little off track. PJ got a little sad over there. All right, you doing better, babe?
Mm-hmm.
Are you back with me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's get it. Bam.
His 23-year-old fiance shot in the home. PCSD says she was taken to a local hospital with non-life-threatening injuries and is in stable condition right now. Police say she is currently employed as a PCSD corrections officer. Now, Andrew, a lot to take in here. Still a very, very active scene right now. Detectives are going home to home asking for camera footage from the neighbors here. Anyone with information is asked to call 911. Reporting on the southwest side, Cassie Scott, News 4 Tucson.
Cassie, thank you. We'll check in with you in just a little bit for more coverage on breaking news. Stay with News 4 Tucson on air, online, and on our social media pages.
I'm Jordan Bonke. We're just west of Tucson, where we now...
Somebody asked, is there people out there with Dolly Vision
I
channels?
just responded to that. There's
Trolls.
A stalker.
Yeah, there's stalkers and trolls that have a channel that they've named after this channel, but there's only one Dolly Vision. Okay.
It says Dolly Visions. I'm sure it does.
Yeah. They want to. You want to take over for a second, PJ? Tiff's calling. Hello. I'm live, baby girl. Huh?
It's hard to take over in Utah.
Okay, hold on a second.
Having all of us talk at the same time.
All right. All right, let me put you on speaker. You say Dolly Parton died?
Dolly Parton died. They posted 10 minutes ago.
I know. We already covered it. My title's Rest in Peace, Dolly Parton. You're live. The chat can hear you.
I just woke up.
Oh, you just woke up? Yeah.
I'm having a terrible week.
You're having a terrible week?
You'll be in a terrible headspace, and then Dolly Parton wants to die.
I know. I couldn't believe it either.
Okay, have fun streaming. I'm going back to sleep.
All right. Love you.
Love you too.
All right, that was my kid. And see, that's how fast news like this travels. It don't matter if you're 50 years old or 26 years old. You just heard my daughter say, man, I've had a bad week, and then Dolly Parton wants to die. Right? So even kids in Ava in Croatia, PJ's daughter, she just texted us saying, Dolly Parton died. I mean, it's making its way around the world right now. Grapevine effect, right? Somebody's telling somebody, somebody's telling somebody. It's sucks. It really sucks.
Known the name of that Tucson police recruit who was killed at his home, where his fiance was also injured in a shooting. That's 23-year-old Carlos Ramirez. PCSO says his fiance, also 23 years old, is in stable condition after also being shot. She worked as a corrections officer. Both were found inside their home that they shared. Here's what the sheriff Nanos had to say on a tough day, both for the community and for law enforcement.
This is a pretty active, ongoing investigation. I don't have a lot of detail for you, but I would tell you that we certainly need the public's help. If they've heard something, know something, saw something, please let us know.
Investigators are now searching for two suspects described as Hispanic males wearing all black clothing and ski masks. They're looking for a gray Acura MDX. This is anywhere from the year 07 to 13. The sheriff points out that the fuel door may be missing. There's also two different wheels on that car that other people have pointed out. If you know anything here, you're asked to call 911.
Detectives just released a photo of a man they've now got a warrant for in that double shooting that killed a police recruit in Tucson yesterday.
The Pima County Sheriff's Department sharing some new surveillance video and a photo of one of the suspects they're looking for. Take a look. Investigators have identified the suspect seen in these images as 33-year-old Alex Barnett, now wanted for first-degree murder. The video is from a gas station in Tucson around 5 a.m. yesterday, about an hour before the shooting. Investigators are also looking to identify two other suspects.
So three
from
total.
the scene in video here from before the shooting. One seen with Barnett at the gas station and another seen leaving the suspect vehicle in a parking lot there hours after the murder. The shooting happened yesterday morning in what police call a home invasion. The sheriff identified the police recruit who was shot and killed as 23.
So it sounds like two people did the home invasion and one person dumped the car.
Right.
3-year-old Carlos Ramirez, who previously worked as a corrections officer. His pregnant fiancée, a current corrections officer for Pima County, was also hurt, but she and her unborn child are expected to be okay. Detectives again today found that getaway car about 15 miles from the shooting scene in a lot. They haven't said anything about a motive and say, again, they're still looking for the suspects. Anyone with information on who they are, where they might be, should call 911.
Good evening. We're starting with breaking news. The Pima County Sheriff's Department has identified a suspect in the murder of a Tucson police recruit. An arrest warrant has now been issued for 33-year-old Alex Barnett. He's one of the people accused of shooting and killing 23-year-old Carlos Ramirez and wounding his fiancée, who's a corrections officer. Officials are asking for the public's help to identify two additional suspects seen in the surveillance images on your screen. Anyone with information is being asked to call 911.
The manhunt continues.
You know, I wonder if they thought the fiance was dead when they shot her. You think they left her for dead, or do you think they just knew she was wounded?
Somebody in chat said they only hurt her to make it look like she was an innocent party.
Well, shooting somebody, well, let me tell you this. If you wanted to hurt me and make it look like, you know, you could beat me up, but shooting me, hell no, because you could hit an artery.
Exactly.
You can shoot somebody in the leg and kill them. You can shoot somebody in the arm and kill them. You can shoot somebody in the hand and kill them. Right? Listen, anywhere you get shot is not good. Not good at all. I mean, it's life-threatening no matter where you get shot. Unless you graze somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like this. And then you never know. You hit an artery, your ass is done. You're going to bleed to death before the ambulance even gets there. So, I mean, I don't know. That's if we're going to do that, maybe if you was a medical person and you was going to stab me somewhere you knew there wasn't an artery,
right?
We may be able to talk about it. You're going to stab me in the leg fat, but anywhere else, like, yeah, that ain't happening. You know, it's not going to happen. No.
For 3 suspects in the shooting of a Pima County corrections officer and death of Tucson police recruit Carlos Ramirez.
Just moments ago, the Pima County Sheriff's Department released the identity of one of the men.
13 News reporter Sean Mahoney has been following this case since it began, and he has more on these late-breaking developments.
Sean, what can you tell us?
Yeah, well, Dan Mary, contrary to early reports yesterday in the investigation, Pima County Sheriff's deputies, as you mentioned, are now searching for 3 suspects, and we now know at least one of the people they are looking for. Take a look at your screen now. This is a mugshot for 33-year-old Alex Barnett. Deputies have issued a first-degree murder warrant for Barnett in connection to the death of Carlos Ramirez. And it all stems from this surveillance footage, which you can see here from the Shell gas station on West Valencia Road near Casino del Sol. It shows Barnett and a second unidentified suspect at approximately 5:20 a.m. on August 19th. That's right around the time deputies say the 911 call came in. Now, a second video release shows surveillance footage of a third unidentified suspect exiting the vehicle believed to be involved in the incident. It was found in a parking lot near South Palo Verde Road and East 33rd Street at approximately 10:50 in the morning on August 19th, about 30 minutes away from where the home where the shooting happened. To be clear, deputies are looking for 3 suspects altogether, but have only identified one, and that is Mr. Barnett. And Barnett has an extensive and violent criminal history here in Pima County. He has spent years in prison on charges ranging from theft to drug possession to child abuse and unlawful imprisonment. He was most recently released from prison in 2025. Now, to recap how we got here.
Released the guy in 2025, and by 2026, he's wanted for murder.
Yep.
There's some reasons you shouldn't let people out of prison, right? And some people, especially when you're career criminal, like especially the 3 strikes. Now, I don't think that should be 3 felonies, but I think if you go to prison for the 3rd time, they should keep you.
Yeah.
Right? Like, we give you 1 time in prison, right? 1 time you go to prison, we may go, okay, well, we need to let you know there's consequences for your actions, okay? When we punish you, we try to rehabilitate you. The 2nd time you go to prison, oh, you're sitting for a while now. You're going to think about what you've done, okay? And by the time we let you out, if your ass commits another crime, you never get out. I think there should be the 3 prison law. Like, if you in prison for the 3rd time, you are a career criminal and you need to stay in prison.
I think there's certain levels to it. I think it should definitely matter, but I think it should be based on your crimes.
If you've been in prison 3 times,
right? Because you don't just go to prison for like DUI. Or,
you got to commit felonies to go to prison, and then they let you off a lot of those. So the first felony they usually don't even put you in prison for. They usually give you probation for. So really, you're getting more than 3 times. You're getting 4 or 5 times in some places. Sometimes more than that. And then to let people out of prison after all that. Rumor is he has the woman pregnant. That's rumor, but there's no proof to that. There's no proof to any of this. Is it possible that this woman could be pregnant with that man's baby? I mean, anything is possible in a situation like this when you're dealing with something like this. But let's give it some time. Let's see what happens.
A 911 call came in.
He asked the judge for a bond this morning, and the judge said no.
Did one of the perpetrators ask the judge for a bond?
I think the man, the bald man, was just apprehended last night in that raid.
Yeah, with the SWAT raid last night. Well, the reason they called this, the lady seen them. She knew who they were,
Right.
There's possibility she knew who they were. 3 strikes says and you're out. Yes, 3 strikes. 3. I don't know about 3 charges and you're out, but 3 prison sentences and you should be out for sure.
Valerie said, yeah, but there's been people who have off somebody and then shot themselves to make it look like they didn't do it. Come on now, Dolly.
I mean, there
You're
has,
still taking a chance.
but the chances are unlikely that you're going to do that.
Plus, I think it's different when you do it yourself, because then you have somewhat of a control. When somebody else does it, you never know where it's going to land.
Yeah.
And that's where it's like,
I ain't letting nobody shoot me. I know that. Not because I willingly let it happen, right? Like, oh no. So of course, in this SWAT raid that they did last night, because when we was in Tucson, in Bahamas, we actually took time off. We didn't watch no true crime. We watched movies, and we were out on the boat. We went out swimming with the pigs, the damn sea turtles, the sharks. Was at little getaways in the Bahamas and stuff like that. So we really didn't cover any of this. So we're catching up on this for the first time today. Now I know what you're saying, Dolly. This is late ass news. Okay, we're playing catch up today. We're playing catch up so we can be on the same page as all you guys and get back rolling. Okay, get back rolling, like Limp Bizkit would say. All right. But it's good that they have caught these people. Rest in peace to the officer recruit that has passed away, and of course, Dolly Parton. And may he get justice. May he get justice, and for his fiance and his unborn child. And listen, the rumor mill is crazy, right? It's crazy. It's even in the Nancy Guthrie case, rumors and people running with crazy speculation and different theories. It makes for good entertainment. Is it truthful? No. Is it hurtful? Mostly, right? Because imagine you this woman, you love that man, you pregnant with his kid, and you got people out here saying you sleeping with that dude, and it not be true. And everybody don't care that this woman's shot because they think she's a criminal when really she's possibly a victim. The internet can be great for spreading awareness, but it can also be a nightmare for spreading untruths and rumors. Now, is Dolly responsible for rumors? Yes, we talk rumors here. We talk them, right? But we let you know when it's a rumor, and we let you know that it's possibly not true. Okay, it's possibly not true. This lady could be just a victim, and why these people did this is they could have pissed somebody off in a jail or in the correctional facility, and it's definitely gang related. It's definitely gang related. They're in a heavily gang related area. They all been to prison, so they're in prison gangs. This is a gang hit. Okay, they targeted these people because probably these people wouldn't do what they wanted them to do inside the correctional facility. That's what's going to come out. Okay, is this woman sleeping with him in the prison, or was she sleeping with him on the outside when he got out of prison? I mean, time will tell. They're in custody. The truth will come out. That's for sure. We're going to get the truth in this.
Shortly before 6 a.m. yesterday of a possible shooting, once deputies got to this scene on the southwest side, they found Carlos Ramirez, a TPD recruit, dead upon arrival. And the other victim, his 23-year-old fiance, a corrections officer with the Pima County Sheriff's Department, was found with a gunshot wound. Now, she was taken to a local hospital and is expected to be okay. Now, authorities urge you, if you have any information that could help investigators, you are encouraged to call 911 or reach out to 88 Crime, where you can remain anonymous.
We do begin with an update here on the search for the suspects in the deadly shooting of a Tucson police recruit and his fiancee.
So one of the suspects has now been identified, and we have new surveillance video to show you. It captures a third unidentified suspect exiting that gray Acura SUV. The Pima County Sheriff's Department is also asking everyone in Arizona to now be on the lookout for this man. We're going to show you his picture next here. His name is Alex James Barnett. The 33-year-old is said to be bald, has distinctive arm tattoos. He was last seen wearing a red shirt and a black leather vest. He was also seen riding a Harley Davidson motorcycle.
He looks like a real winner, don't he? If you had to look at this guy, he looks like a real winner. Look at all them prison tattoos he got.
With an Arizona license plate DA466. Barnett is considered to be armed and dangerous, and according to police, if you see him, do not approach and instead call 911.
Investigators are also looking for two other suspects and are hoping someone can help detectives identify the men seen in these two surveillance images with Barnett that were taken on Wednesday. If you recognize them, please call the Pima County Sheriff's Department.
So Barnett and the other suspects are wanted in the shooting death of Carlos Ramirez. The 23-year-old was shot and killed early Wednesday morning at his home. Now, he was actually set to graduate the police academy the following week. His fiancee was hurt but is expected to be okay. She also works as a corrections officer for the Sheriff's Department.
Turning now to the latest. Now, I truly believe it's going to have something to do with her.
Right.
right?
agree.
It's going to have something to do with the wife. Either it's somebody trying to intimidate the wife, somebody trying to get the wife to smuggle things. It's going to have something. It couldn't be a relationship. It could be, right? It's going to end up having something to do with the wife because the husband was just a recruit and she was already in the correctional facility. And these people appeared that they were career criminals. Okay, so they were most likely in contact with her on the inside or the outside for whatever reason. But I guarantee you this, it's going to have something to do with the wife, and it's going to have something to do with gang activity inside the prison or the jail system. Okay, because inmates in these areas that are close to the border, they run to jail. They run to deputies. The deputies are scared of these people. How can you not? They can hurt you on the inside and they can hurt your family on the outside. How can you not be scared of them? And you go in there and you try to control these people, and all it takes is to make one of them really mad and to call people on the outside, and people the baby daddy is Alex, not her fiance. Now
Y'all
that's
say
rumor.
that like you know these people.
This is rumors. This is rumors.
Did
We
you take a
don't know.
DNA test?
Did you take a pregnancy test? Did you? Yeah, like you got to do DNA and all that stuff. Like we don't know. She could have been sleeping with both of them. How do you know who the baby daddy is? You don't. Okay. That's you don't know. So I mean, that's the rumors on the internet streets. Like when you say stuff like that, you just should put the rumor is that she's pregnant with the perpetrator.
I mean, it could be true. We just
It
don't
could
know.
be true. It could be true, but right now it's rumors. There's no proof to that. And what if you're wrong? You're spreading misinformation. If you want to tell somebody a rumor, let them know it's a rumor. Okay? It's just rumor. Let us know. Say, hey, the rumor is this. And then we'd be like, yeah, that's a crazy rumor. It's possible. But when you come in saying it's a fact, like you know, like you were there when he impregnated her, we don't know the moment of conception. If she's sleeping with two men, either one of them could be the baby daddy. You could come in and say, hey, there's words out there that she was sleeping with this dude, and it's possible she's pregnant with his baby, or it's her fiance's. But
Why would his friends come participate in something like this then?
Yeah. Yeah. Why would you go? I mean, if you're a gang guy, maybe, this has something to do with smuggling contraband into the jail. You watch. If I guarantee you, this is some Austin Drummond stuff. Yeah. It's exactly what it is. It's more common to be the Austin Drummond thing because look, we just watched Austin Drummond go through the same thing. Press 1 if you were here with me for the Austin Drummond stuff. He killed the whole family. Okay, that was his girlfriend's family. He shot them all.
Honestly, it doesn't really even have to be relating drugs. They could simply be like she was the correctional officer for somebody that she gave a punishment to or something, and that's just simple retaliation.
Yeah, but it's what people are thinking is because she didn't die and he did, that they were going after him.
Right, and I see a couple of people saying stuff about how her gunshot wound is not serious. Many women have been found guilty of setting up their man and have them self-shot. You take such a high risk when that happens because like 1 inch above a certain area could be like fatal.
Yeah.
So,
and of course, PJ, you worked as an EMT.
Yes.
You know firsthand a little this way or a little bit that way.
Right. You wouldn't even know where the actual lethal spots are unless you fully studied the body.
Unless you know the body where arteries run. Look at the football player that was shot in the leg. He died.
Yep.
He died. They shot him in the leg at the front door. He came to the door. They shot him in the leg. He died. Okay. He was. There's a major artery that runs through your leg, runs through your arms, runs through your everywhere. Even your thumb, there's a major artery in your thumb. When I cut my thumb off, I almost died. Okay? I almost bled to death because it cut a major artery and blood was spraying out. Every time my heart beat, blood was just.
Yeah.
And I had to have a blood transfusion. I almost died. They sewed my thumb back on. Y'all see that? I can show y'all the scar. It's a scar, right? Let me see if I can see that scar. Right there across my thumb. Y'all see it? See that? That's where the machete got me. right there.
Debbie said, I think his brother started that about the pregnancy, but not sure. I think some of the channels had gotten a hold of his brother, so that may be the case. And Jake Coco says, I guess it was on 857, look into it. So I guess somebody that was there at the scene had talked to one of the relatives, and they said that that was what was believed, that it may have been the other guy's baby.
Okay. Well, somebody said they just got here. We're not talking about Dolly's passing.
We
Yes.
did.
We talked about it for like 15 minutes. So what it is, you're coming into the room late. We've been here an hour and a half. I mean, the woman has passed away. That's it. I mean, what more is there to say? What more is there to say? We could show pictures of her for the next 4 hours, but you know, we're covering everything. And like I said, we'll do a little memorial to Dolly later tonight. Of course, Turtle Island is later tonight, so it might be late night. We'll cover more of the Dolly stuff tonight. But yes, you know, it's in the title that she's passed. We talked about it. We showed the interview where her spokesperson came out and announced her death, and you know, and all that. I mean, we don't want to, you know, go on with the sadness forever. We don't want to exploit her death, right? Like we're not trying to do that. We're trying to, you know, let you know she's passed away and she's went to meet her maker, and she'll be remembered forever.
I feel that she's lived a very happy, fulfilling life. Most people don't get to experience even like a quarter of what she's gotten to experience.
From the greatest highs that you could get, like performing in front of thousands, the Super Bowl, movies. You know, this woman lived an amazing, amazing life. Okay? There's no doubt about it. Now, you know, we came up here to discuss true crime because it ain't a crime that Dolly Parton passed away, right? And people like posting she's found dead. That's like,
that's disturbing.
It's disturbing, right? We don't know if she was found dead. She could have died with her family around her. Like, people are fucking just asses, and it's people out here that just exploit everything. Everything's just a click and a view and a paycheck for some of these people out here. That's it. The hell with them people. Okay, you gonna put something up there like you don't. People just don't. They say anything. People just say any heartless ass human beings. That's all it is. YouTube is a shithole. It is a complete. I have lost so much faith in humanity just looking at YouTube videos. Like, people don't give a shit about anybody's life. Nobody's. I mean, that's just the truth. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad. And karma will get these people. I'm confident in that. These heartless ass human beings. Right? Rest in peace, Dolly Parton. You know, hopefully you're with your family in heaven, and I bet you're glad to see some of them. And we're not going to put some title out there that just hateful in the heart. Okay, the woman is gone. Put a little respect on her fucking name, and be a normal, decent human being. Right? Like, I've seen so many dirtbags up here. So many dirtbags. Right? Like, it's just a big story to some of these people. It's just a big story, you know? Dolly, I have been watching you since you spammed Molly Go Lightly's channel, and for you, it has been clicks and views and a paycheck. It's been all heart with you. It hasn't been just clicks. Because I'm a human being. I'm a real person. You know, I have a real family and kid, and you know, and like, I named my channel after this lady. You know, to see people exploit, it ain't nothing new. I see it every day. It is what it is. Fuck them people. Okay, and God, and the end of this is they'll get what they got coming to them. Okay, I got faith in that. That's why they're miserable ass people, and ain't never happy. because nothing makes them happy. They think by clickbaiting and getting millions of views and making all this money that they're going to be happy. They're not. They're not going to be happy. I've watched many a person that has millions of dollars jump right off a fucking bridge because they ain't happy. That don't get you happy. Greed don't make you happy. It don't. Okay? It may in the moment, when you go to the bank, you might be happy with the numbers, but life is going to beat you down. The world has a way of evening itself out. And these people that have done such horrible, terrible things, they're going to get what they got coming. Okay? And a world full of Jolies, be a dolly. Be a dolly. All right? In a world full of shitty YouTubers that are heartless, be a dolly. What better day to say it? What better day to say it? There's only so many good people in this world. And what makes it so hard is there's so many bad people. Oh my God, there's so many bad people. Like it's a never-ending war of bad people. Like you get rid of one bad person, like 17 more pop up. I used to think the world was majority good people. And I'm just slowly starting to feel like the world is populated with complete shitbags. Right? Like
it's easier to be bad.
It is. It's way easier to be bad. Terrible people are just ruling. And like decent human beings are like nobody gives a shit. They want everything crazy and a shitstorm. You give people a shitstorm and they love you. You give people the truth and nobody wants to fucking hear it. It's like it's wild. It is wild. So
I made you a poster we could post.
Okay, send it to me, and we'll throw that up in honor of the late Dolly Parton. Okay, that is just, and I mean, you never seen anybody talk about Dolly. And now all of a sudden, true crime channels are dollying it up. That shows you right. They didn't care about Dolly before. Why they care now? They don't. They don't care. It's one of those, let me get 1 million views off of something thing.
I mean, it would be a little bit different if she wasn't 80 years old with a bunch of health issues and like if she was 30 and just.
Well, if somebody had, if she was. I don't even want to say that. I don't even want to talk about. No. I don't even want to say nothing bad. Let this woman rest in peace. Put a little respect on her name, and let's honor her memory, not tarnish her memory. And that I think that's the best thing, right? Right there. 1946 to 2026, in loving memory of one of the greats, Dolly Parton. Forever the queen of country, right? And the white roses are pretty, and with the rhinestones on her dress, and she was such a pretty older woman, right? Like she kept her looks her whole life.
She said, "The higher your hair, the closer to God you are."
Yeah, the higher your hair, the closer to God you are. She had more Aquanet and that stuff, boy. She burned a hole right through the ozone. She was making her way to heaven. She had to get through the ozone first with the hairspray. But she'll be remembered and she'll be loved. And, you're looking at the late, great, the greatest female country singer to ever do it, and probably to ever will do it. So it doesn't matter how Dolly Parton died. What matters is she was loved. Yeah. She's with her family, and her family's at peace with what's going on. The last thing we want to do is forever for one of her family members or one of her loved ones to click on a video, and it's what's the word I'm looking for? Sensationalize. When you sensationalize her death.
Yeah.
Right? That's what we don't want to do.
Because from what I'm reading and what someone just said in chat is that her family said she passed away peacefully at home.
Yeah, peacefully at home. And then, you're going to post something like just found dead.
It's gross.
Right? They knew she wasn't just found. She passed away and they just put out the announcement. So she wasn't just found dead. But that's somebody, like I said, sensationalizing the death of Dolly Parton, just like they did Nancy Guthrie, just like they did everything. Shame on these people. Shame, 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 shame. Right? You don't see my title saying that. It says, "Rest in peace, Dolly Parton." Let's see her to heaven in a respect. Loretta Lynn has always been my favorite. Dolly Parton and Loretta Lynn. Coal miner's daughter. Okay. And the farmer's daughter. The farmer's daughter and the coal miner's daughter. Yeah, I think the first concert I ever went and seen was Loretta Lynn. Did you know that?
No.
Yes, Loretta was the first concert. She was in concert with Jeannie C. Riley, I think that's her name. And I went with my mom, and it was at a fair, and we seen Jeannie C. Riley. I got to meet her when I was a kid in Loretta Lynn. So, and I remember Jeannie C. Riley. I think that's her name. Something Riley. She gave me a kiss on the cheek when I was a kid.
Oh.
Yeah. My cat's name is Dolly Parton. The other one is Kenny Rogers, Grizzly there. I'm so sad. She was my very first. I'm going to binge watch her movies tonight. Yeah, that's it. Jeannie C. Riley. I knew it was something like that. Harper Valley PTA. Is that the song she sings? Search it. Search it. I think
Harper
that's
Valley.
it. Yeah, I think it's Harper Valley PTA or something like that. That Jeannie C. Riley sings. But I met her when I was a kid. She had on a big sparkly dress.
Harper Valley PTA.
See? But my country music stuff is still on. All right. The very first concert ever saw was Dolly Parton. I seen her at the Colorado State Fair. I didn't see Dolly Parton. I never seen Dolly Parton live. I seen the Loretta Lynn live, and like I said, she was with Jeannie C. Riley, and yeah, like I ain't seen many country concerts I can think of, but that. And I always considered my first like rock and roll concert I went to was Leonard Skinner. I went to see Leonard Skinner. So, and I was a kid during Leonard Skinner too. So I seen Leonard Skinner when I was a kid, but yeah, I always when people ask me, I always say my first like a concert in like a concert venue, like was Leonard Skinner. But I went and seen. They always had concerts at the fairs, at the fairground, and it was like I said, Loretta Lynn, and because they had a fair that would come to town every year, like the big fair, and every year they would have different performers, kind of like the Jubilee here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was like that, and that year was mine was Kiss, and Mom took me. LOL. Kiss. I've seen Kiss. I've seen Kiss without their makeup. Hot in the Shade tour. So Willie Nelson, pretty old too. Willie gonna live forever. All right. I've seen him play up in the mountains. Freebird. Okay. I used to live near her. She was an amazing human. I love Harper Valley PTA. My first was George Michael's when I was 11 years old. Okay, we had to talk to your parents. I saw Reba at the fair. Has it been 2 years since her husband died? Some people die within 2 years of their partner.
3/3/2025.
It'd be 3 years.
No, it's
What?
a year.
A year?
And 4 or 5. A year and 5 months.
A year and 5 months.
The date is March 3rd, 25, when her husband died.
How many people in here got to see Michael Jackson? I did.
No, not me.
I got to see Michael Jackson. Stevie Nicks. That'd be a good concert. I ain't never seen Stevie Nicks. When Reba dies, nobody's going to hear from me. I like Reba. I like her show. I like, she's got that sweet country southern vibe to her. Yours was Molly Hatchet. First concert without parents was Ted Nugent when I was 14 years old. Uncle Ted is what people call him now. My first Kiss show was Hot in the Shade tour, but I wish that's the first one I went to too. Metal Mom was Hot in the Shade. That was it was cool, man. Kiss had the coolest stage setup like ever. Not only did I see Jeannie C. Riley, I got to meet her. Like I said, she gave me a hug and a kiss on the cheek. I was a kid. I was little. But I remember it clear too. I remember it clear as day. Because of the lights and how she was sparkling. She looked like a god to me as a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like larger than life. One of those experiences. Like when you see someone as a kid and they're like, she's wearing like the diamond dress with all the little rhinestones on it. So when the light hits it, she's like sparkly and as a kid, I had never seen nothing like that. So I was kind of like amazed by her. Your mom took you to see Shania Twain years ago. Pretty good. Your first concert was Elvis Presley. That would be cool, man, to see Elvis when he was alive. Dolly Parton put out she was having troubles with her health. Yeah, there was rumors a while back that she had been in and out the hospital.
Well, she canceled something recently.
Yeah, and she started canceling things because of her health. She didn't speak at the grand opening of Dollywood because of her health.
Mm-hmm.
And she does a little thing every year and shows up, and she had canceled that. And then that was when it started flying around that she was ill and things wasn't going good. And then she showed up for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, thank God Dolly's okay because she's, in the flesh and she's performing. But you can tell even at that performance, she had some issues.
Yeah.
Kidney issues, I believe.
You're talking about the one where she had to hold on to the side.
I took the youngin to see Bieber last night of her. What does that say?
Justin Bieber?
Of her life. She was struggling with kidney stones. Mm-hmm. Well, kidney stones, I don't think are life-threatening. I was supposed to be at Dollywood this week. Oh, man. I've never been. I bet you was so cute as a little kid. There's pictures of me as a little kid. I don't know what happened. Okay. I turned into a gremlin at some point. I probably was a cute kid before I got wet after midnight. Somebody fed me after midnight. And now look, okay, this is what happens. I was cuter than Justin Bieber as a kid. Now I look like, I got beat with Justin Bieber. Okay. Just the way it works out. You ain't always pretty, right? Don't unless you Dolly or Cher. Cher still looks young as hell too. Madonna looks like she's 16.
Cher, I think, is 82.
Cher's
also
old. That's Turtle Gang's favorite singer, Cher.
I know.
She's a huge Cher fan.
I know.
Madonna the same way. Like 50 Cent said, you can't be like a virgin at 80. Can't be 60 and still like a virgin.
She is. She's 80 also.
Who, Madonna?
Cher.
Didn't have Dolly soap then. No, Dolly soap now. If you haven't got some Dolly soap, make sure you get it because we're broke. That's the best reason to buy it. We spent all our money in the Bahamas.
I'm going to be back there packing stuff.
Okay.
Later.
So buy you some Dolly soap at buydollysoap.com. Get it before we're homeless. All right. And you can't get it anymore because PJ spent all my money on cornrows in Bahamas.
If I didn't have green on, I could show them, but
Yeah, you're wearing green, you'll be invisible.
I'd be see-through.
Yeah, you'd be see-through. But yeah, so she spent all my money. So I need to sell some t-shirts, some hats, some hoodies, some soaps, some lotions. You name it, I need to sell it. Okay. I gotta sell everything in the house at this point. We spent way too much money.
I did post some of our pictures. A few minutes
Freaking
ago.
Green Bean says that's crazy. Hey Tiff, good to see you, baby girl. Cornrows? Yes, PJ has cornrows. She got them braided by some hustler in the Bahamas. Hey, pretty girl, come here. Let me braid your hair.
Girl.
She's like,
hey, pretty girl.
we'll do this like $5 a braid. It'll be 4 or 5 braids. And next
I
thing,
knew that wouldn't work because I have.
next
thick
thing you
hair.
know, damn, at $5 a braid, PJ has a head full of braids. 11. So you figure what is that? 55. Then you got to tip the lady $20.
Tip her well.
Tip her well.
Pretty girl.
Pretty girl. Make sure you tip me well, pretty girl. Right? That's their thing down in the Bahamas. Pretty girl. They're like all like fucking parrots, right? They're all like parrots. Pretty girl, come here. Hey girl, hey girl, come here, pretty girl. Come here, pretty. Hey, pretty girl. They don't say nothing to me, right? Because I got that evil shit face, right? So they don't say nothing to me. But every time PJ walk by, they know how to get her. Call her pretty. She's stopping and like a deer in headlights.
No, I
and gotta buy something every time. Gotta buy something every time.
You're lying.
Well, she called me pretty. I couldn't help it. I had to spend $100. Okay, I had to spend $100 every time somebody called me pretty. Right? I'm thinking, bitch, don't stop. Keep walking. Okay, keep run, Forrest, run. You only got stuff you needed. You bought things nobody needs. Okay,
Like what?
The fan.
I like the fan.
Okay, the fan for one. No, you didn't need a fan. We're in the
I like
Bahamas.
the fan. It
We
says
went to the
Bahamas
Bahamas
on it.
for the sun, and next thing you're buying a fan. Okay, you're buying a damn fan in the Bahamas. You're supposed to go there for the heat and the water. So, what about the shirt?
I didn't like the shirt.
You didn't even like the shirt. Bought
She
the shirt.
already had put it in my bag. What was I going to do?
That's what I'm saying. She was buying things she
And
didn't even
then
need.
I had $5 in my hand. She was like, "Here, hold that. I hold that for you." And like, I'm in the middle of like, I don't really like that shirt, and she's literally stuffing the shirt in my bag and taking the money I already had out in my hand.
You walk through the Bahamas, somebody's trying to sell you something every 3 steps. Okay, you cannot walk 3 steps without them trying to sell
Pretty
you
girl.
something. Pretty girl. Pretty girl. I heard that shit like I was thinking this whole place is full of parrots. Okay. She felt bad. Made me laugh when PJ told us the story. Yeah, we had a good time though. It just, it's going to make us homeless where we can't pay the light bill. So just buy you some Dolly soap at buydollysoap.com. Use the promo code. What is the promo code?
We have a couple. Let me double check. Hold on.
Something about the Ohio 16.
Yes, but I think that the washer flaps is always still active.
Wash your flaps is always active. Okay. You can save 15% when you use promo code wash your flaps. Okay. So save yourself some money and spend some money. Okay. And
I have a pen code up that nobody's used.
a pin code if you want to buy a
Buy
pen.
4, get 1, all in one word. BUY, the number 4, GET, and then the number 1.
All right. If you do not buy Dolly soap, we don't eat tonight. Okay. Or this
And then
week.
yes, it's just Ohio 16. $10 off your order as long as you purchase a minimum of $50.
$50 off when you use promo code Ohio 16.
And wash your flaps is 10%.
Wash your flap is 10%. All right. Now go get y'all some stuff, or we don't get to eat this week. All right. I'm gonna be looking skinny as hell by next week and be grumpy. Y'all can avoid that by just buying some Dolly soap, t-shirt, lotions. But how's that for advertisement?
It's good.
We're gonna be homeless.
We're gonna be homeless.
We're gonna be homeless if you don't buy some stuff. All right. PJ spent every penny we had in the Bahamas. She was trying to spend money in the airport. I was like, we left the Bahamas.
I just wanted a coffee. I got my coffee.
She was trying to spend the last few dollars we had in the airport. Okay. I was like, we ain't in the Bahamas anymore, woman. Tell your mama we ain't in the Bahamas. All right. We ain't there. We left. One good thing is there's no taxes in the Bahamas.
Didn't feel like it.
Didn't feel like it.
No. It don't matter that there's no taxes if everything's 3 times more expensive.
Yeah, it's 3 times more expensive. But yeah, we had a good time, man. We got to see a lot and enjoy the sunshine. And like I said, we went out on the boat for a couple days and was like swam in the reefs and went and held baby pigs and swam with sea turtles. This sea turtle swam right up to me. Like I don't know if he wanted an autograph, like he heard I was a Turtle King and he was like, "Listen, Turtle King, we're gonna hang out." But he was at the bottom, which was about, what do you think, about 15 feet deep?
Something like that. I mean, I'm
12,
not good at distance.
I would say 12, 15 feet deep water. And the turtle was down at the bottom and he was eating grass, because that's what them damn turtles do. They like to eat grass at the bottom. And I noticed he was coming up, but he was coming up right at me. And I was thinking,
She said, buy some soap so I can get a triple dipper.
buy some soap so she can get a triple dipper from, what is that, Chili's?
Yeah.
You get no triple dippers, kid.
It's her favorite.
PJ spent all your money in the Bahamas.
not.
Okay, Tiffany, you get nothing. PJ
Don't
spent
make
it all.
me order her food with your card.
But anyway, so we're in the grass, the high grass, and this sea turtle swims right up in my face, like boop, pops his head up out the water with me, and we're sitting there like looking at each other. And then I guess he realized that I wasn't, no threat to him, and then he just started swimming with me in the water, like right beside me, like we were just swimming together. And this is in the middle of the ocean, okay? Like this ain't like some habitat for turtles. This is a fucking turtle, in a big sea turtle in the ocean. It wasn't really big. It's the biggest sea turtle I ever seen. It was a smaller sea turtle, but it was still a good sized turtle. And he swam right up to me. We were in the water. He was looking at me. We were just kind of swimming together and shit. We had a moment, me and the turtle. We're like hanging out. We're like bros. And we swam around a little bit. And then he swam back down and went and got him some grass, because turtles got to eat. Okay, turtles got to eat. And then, of course, the shark swam up. And it was funny because there was these people on the boat from like Germany and Switzerland and all kinds of shit. And me and PJ were the first ones in the water. So we popped our heads up and we were like, "Did you see the shark?" She was like, "Yeah, I seen the shark." I was like, "Is it circling?" And it was circling the boat. And then the people on the boat heard me say something about a shark. And then I swam out and got on back on the boat. And they were like, "Is there a shark in the water?" And I was like, "Yeah, there's a shark in the water." And the captain was like trying not to scare everybody, and he was like, "Y'all be okay. Y'all guys go ahead in the water, get in the water." He's trying to rush these people into the water. But there is a shark in the water, right? But I guess if you're going to be out there and you've never seen a shark in the water with you, it probably is a good experience. The shark didn't attack anybody, right? He just swam around the boat. There was little kids in the water and everything by the end of it. And he kept just circling, just looking like, is this an all-you-can-eat buffet or what? But he was a small shark. There's no way it could really eat anybody. But where there's a small shark, there's a big shark not too far away, okay? If there's a baby shark, the mama shark is somewhere out here in this ocean, all right? And she could come up at any moment. And that's what I was trying to explain to PJ. I was like, when we got back the first night in Airbnb, and I was like, I'm surprised we didn't see any sharks. We were in the middle of the ocean and reefs and everything. We didn't see any sharks. I was like, I'm amazed. And PJ's like, they don't got sharks there. I was like, the hell if they don't? It's the ocean. There's like 30 different species of sharks in the Bahamas.
About the big sharks.
The big sharks are in the ocean. That's where they're at. That's where they live. Okay, they live in that same water we were swimming in.
I don't know.
But when we seen the little sharks, you realized, okay, well, maybe there are sharks in the damn water.
That was definitely a shark.
It was definitely a shark, right? It was definitely a shark. It was a small shark. He's about 2 foot. He was like that. But he was moving swift too.
And then the captain was trying to tell us it wasn't a shark, like we were stupid or something.
Yeah, he tried to say it was a sucker fish. It definitely wasn't no sucker fish.
I saw that fish though too.
Yeah.
This definitely had a fin and some black on it.
Yeah, it had a dorsal fin.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, I seen it. I tried to tell the captain. He was like, "You don't know what a shark looked like." I was like, the hell if I don't. I was like, I was in the Florida and I swam with like a 6 foot shark, big as me. Yeah, I damn sure know what a shark looks like. The scaredest I ever been in my life was because of a shark. When I see a shark, I know a shark. I might not know every fish in the ocean, but I know a damn shark. Hammerhead, nerf shark, damn bull shark, great white shark. I know white tip, black tip. I know sharks. Okay. Like I know my damn shark species. And I was like, it was definitely a shark we seen. There's definitely a shark circling the boat, and but like I said, it wasn't a big one. It wasn't nothing to be like super fearful of, but you get bit 5-10 miles from land, you might bleed to death time you get back, or time. And it's a third world country. Would you really want to go to the hospital in the Bahamas?
I told the chat earlier that you had a higher risk of getting bit by me than the shark.
Yeah. PJ would have probably did more damage biting me than the shark actually would have. She was a lot bigger than the shark. Okay, like the shark was only 2 foot. And she's just out there like best friend in it. You know what I'm saying? Like she's trying to bring it home as a pet. I was like, PJ, there's a shark in the water. I'm standing on the boat, and she's just like, yeah. And she's chasing the shark around and shit. I think the shark was scared. To be honest, he was probably like, what the fuck is going on right now?
Well, it was way on the almost on the floor, and I was at the very top snorkeling, so I don't think we were that close together.
Yeah, but sharks swim so fast in the water, like how we swim, and it's like we're hardly moving. They swim and they move like a bullet in the water. Yeah, they're fast. They're fast. Like I said, in Florida, I watched that shark swim 100 yards in 3 seconds. Right, like quick as I could swim a minute, look back, that shark was right on top of me, and he was the length of a football field away, and within 3 seconds he was right on top of me, well, right underneath me. And you could never really, if you know how in the movie Jaws you see people swim and they swim to the boat and they get them out just in the nick of time, you would never outrun a shark in the water. That's all fairy tale shit. If you're 5 feet from that water, that shark is going to eat you every time if it wants to. There's no way. It swims like a bullet in the water, and you swim like a snail. Imagine a bullet, imagine a snail. That is the difference between a shark and a human in the water. They bitches are so fast that it is unbelievably fast. Like, I don't know if they don't feel the current or whatever it may be, but they shoot through the water like a bullet. Fast. Even that one was swimming. He was swimming fast as hell.
Oh, I know. I could see it.
Yeah, he was getting it.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, okay, where did he go? Where did he go? I was good when I could see him. I was worried when I couldn't see him.
See, Fancy Drew said, my daughter was bit by a white tip. It mostly bit her water shoe. Thank God. He was about 3 to 4 foot. You would have never seen me anywhere near ocean ever again.
Yeah, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that water's so blue, though. From what I hear, is sharks don't see very well. So when they can see you, they know you're not food.
Right.
Right. The bluer, the clearer the water is, they know you're not a seal. And of course, from Ocean Ramsey, you learn the bigger you appear in the water, the less likely you are to be attacked by a shark.
Yeah.
Because sharks ain't the bravest animals in the world, believe it or not. If they feel like they're encountering something that may hurt them, they won't do it. And but you don't want to trust that whole, because she's a professional and you ain't. You know what I'm saying? So she may do something in the ocean that works. You may do it and get eaten. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. But like I said, it definitely wasn't big enough to eat nobody. But it probably wasn't even big enough to bite a limb off, but big enough to bite you. And even the barracuda.
That was crazy.
I even tried to tell PJ, I was like, that is a barracuda. All right. We were swimming on the reefs, and there was this one barracuda. In Florida, there was hundreds of them. Right. And I'm more scared of the barracuda than I was the shark in the water, because the barracuda, I know what type of damage that barracuda can do. Right. I've seen it firsthand of not live, but I've seen it on TV of it biting off a diver's face. And even that needlefish has killed people. Remember, we looked it up and it said it was fatal. had stabbed somebody?
I remember that story, but I almost feel like that's a story like the
A folk tale story?
No, what happened with the crocodile hunter guy?
Oh,
the stingray.
The stingray
Like,
got
just by
him, right? The
chance?
most docile animal in the ocean kills Steve Irwin,
Right.
right?
And that was kind of what the story said about the needlefish. It said that like it poked somebody
In the
like,
chest.
through, yeah.
Yeah, you know, because they got this needle pointed face, and it stabbed somebody in the chest, and they've been known to kill fishermen. I guess like a freak accident. Because you know I was swimming in the water with the needlefish, right out back of that bar, and that's where the needlefish hang out. For some reason, they must like the base or something. I don't know. They hang out at the bar. If you want to see some needlefish, they hang out at.
They're pretty cool looking.
They're long and skinny with a real long.
Dolly Parton was stop it.
The other Dolly that's alive.
Hey, Dolly, how you doing?
Doing all right. Who's this? Where you calling from?
Calling from California.
All right. Who are you?
Mark the Shark.
Mark the Shark. What's going on, Mark the Shark?
Nothing, man. Just calling in to say hi to you and PJ. Man, I'm loving the shark stories.
Oh yeah. Okay. Wasn't you swimming around in the water with us? You're a little bit bigger than 2 foot.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, we had a good time, little vacation, a lot different than damn Arizona, let me tell you.
Yeah, way different, right?
So how's everything going in your hunt for Nancy Guthrie? What you got going on?
Not much right now, taking a little breather, just being busy with adulting and things like that. But I'll be heading out there soon and going to LA as well. But how about you guys? You guys just got back from vacation, you were saying?
Yeah, we just got back from Bahamas last night. We got in late last night. Our plane needed tires or something, so they delayed the flight, so we didn't get in till late. They came over the intercom, was like, right now your plane does not have tires on it. And I was like, what? That's what they said too. They was like, there's no tires on the plane. We're waiting for them to put tires on the plane. And then when we landed, the damn thing didn't have brakes. It was like, you know how you stop your car and it's like,
yeah,
it was like that. Like you could hear the fucking brakes on the plane. Like,
whoa.
So I don't know if it was they were trying to repair the brakes on the plane and they had the tires off, where something was definitely going on with the plane. But we made it back, and that's the good thing. So, what's your thoughts on the whole Nancy Guthrie stuff? Are they ever going to catch this person, Mark the Shark?
Yeah, but before I get to that, so it was the Bahamas?
Yeah, we were in the Bahamas.
The chat just said that.
Oh, wow.
Because we were talking about sharks.
Oh.
Yeah, it just caught my ear. You kept talking about sharks. I was like, wait, what? That sounds cool.
Why did you name yourself Mark the Shark? Everybody always asks me why I named myself Dolly.
Right.
Why did you name yourself Mark the Shark?
It's a poker term, a shark.
Oh, okay.
You're either a fish or a shark.
Do you play a lot of poker?
I used to, yeah. I used to like the game, but I don't play anymore.
Oh, okay. All right.
What about you?
Well, I told everybody I named the channel Dolly because my mother was a big, huge Dolly Parton fan, which tragic news, Dolly Parton died today. And I just named
she died today?
Yes.
Dang.
Yes. Well, they made the announcement today. She died at home with her family. People are posting she was just found dead, but that ain't true. She died surrounded by her loved ones and her family, and they just announced it today. So
rest in peace. Yeah, she's iconic.
Yeah, and like I said, my mom was a huge fan, and I named the channel something to honor my mom. So I named it after her favorite singer because my mom died like I think 14, 15 years ago, and I just always figured, hey, let me name it something that reminds me of my mom.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, so everybody calls me Dolly, but my name is Jimmy, and I never. It just over time people just start calling me Dolly, so now I just run with it. Like Dolly, you know what I'm saying? But that ain't my name. It's just something that was kind of created out of YouTube. So everybody sees the name DOLLY Vision, they think your name is Dolly, and everybody calls me Dolly now. And I just, at first I would be like, my name's Jimmy, but then soon I just accepted the fact that everybody was going to call me Dolly, And now I'm protective of my name because we got that other dude that goes by Dolly, like the Dalai Lama, and I can't stand it. I'm like, man, there's only one Dolly. There's in true crime. That's me. There ain't room for two of us. Yeah, what if there was another Mark the Shark in true crime or searching for people? You'd be like, what the fuck is going on here? You know?
Right, yeah. Yeah, there's only one.
Yeah, there's only one. So
I met you out there in Tucson. For a little bit. I said hi to you. You said hi.
Yeah.
You're pretty cool, man. You're real nice.
I tell people you're nice out there. What do you think? Are they ever going to catch this person, Mark the Shark?
Yeah, of course.
You think so?
Oh, fuck yeah. Or front, yeah. Sorry.
You're fine. YouTube is
okay.
They don't care about that word these days, I don't think. As long as you don't say nothing bad about people that wear men that wear dresses, you good.
But yeah, definitely, man. I definitely think they're gonna catch this guy, man. They have camera, video camera, and I was really hoping for what was it, the hair, to be a bombshell, but that kind of
that fizzled out.
Felt flat. Yeah, that fizzled out, felt flat. But yeah, I mean, I was covering, I'm still covering the David case in L.A. David and Celeste's case.
With the girl in the trunk.
Yeah, she was dismembered, 14-year-old dismembered, and put in the front trunk of his Tesla. That took 7 months, and there was nothing going on.
Yeah, but they knew he did it. They knew he did it, and why they let him run around free on tour like that for 7 months is beyond me.
Yeah, risky. Yeah, with all the evidence they had on him. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I agree. Like, you got some explaining to do. This is your girlfriend. She's in the trunk of your car. You're out on tour singing and saying things about her, and she's dead, and she's dead. Like, I couldn't even imagine. And been messing with that girl since she was underage. So basically, I mean, they were close in age, but still not appropriate. Still not appropriate, and definitely to be doing drugs and drinking with that kid and then murder her. It's horrible. I just feel bad for her family. I think I would sue him too in a wrongful death lawsuit and take every bit of fucking money he got, so he don't never have nothing.
The civil lawyer was there in the court. Yeah, he's been there ever since it started. So he's been there with the family. I got to sit with the family as well, like in front. They were right in front of me. It was pretty hard, man, to see that. Parents of a murdered child, and then for them to cry and then walk out. That's pretty bad. Yeah,
I've sat through a lot of cases in court. Like I sat through the case of Harmony Montgomery in New Hampshire, of course, Quentin Simon in Georgia. So I cover a lot of court cases too, and go to the court scenes and sit through it. And I've seen in this last 6 years, Mark Shark, I've seen some horrific shit. I ain't gonna lie. Like, you gotta have some really tough skin in true crime. Like, even as a man, there's been things that broke me down into tears in the courtroom. I mean, straight tears, like trying to fight them back and just can't. I've seen kids that are in conditions like, oh my God, like some of the murder pictures that, they don't even show on court TV. You can only see them in the courtroom. And shit's so horrific that it will actually literally scar you for life. Like, you will never. There's stuff that I remember from Harmony Montgomery and Megan Boswell trial that it will stick with me for the rest of my life. Like, I'll never, like, I see it in my dreams sometimes. It's so bad.
Yeah, it's a lot different, right? Than it is. It's in TV, and then when you're in person.
Yeah,
it's so different. Yeah, you're
I
right.
tell people that stuff all the time. I was like, listen, so many people watch this true crime stuff like it's a show, like it's like, Netflix or something. But when you're there, like even in front of Nancy's house, it's a different feeling because that's a real woman. That's somebody's really their mother. That's somebody's really their grandmother. There's a grieving family. I know a lot of people suspect the family, but there's all that aspects that are real. The emotions out there are real. The neighbors' emotions are real. And then you got people that watch it on TV and they just treat it like it's a TV show and they come up with all this fucking crazy stuff. But they don't realize if you were there, there's different emotions. There's a different feeling. And you really, when you're out there searching, you know how real something is, because you're experiencing it. And like, I don't know. I try to explain that to people all the time, but it's hard to explain how something feels to you but I know there's a difference because when I first started true crime, I started watching true crime, and I watched it the same way, like it was a TV show, until I got on my very first case in Tennessee, covering Little Summer Wells, and then it hit me like an emotional roller coaster. Like it just, like, I don't know, I was watching it like it was a TV show, but when I got there and realized this is real life, this is a real kid, this is somebody that's really been murdered, this is somebody that's really missing. This ain't CSI. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those experiences that I had that I try to share with people. Like you just don't understand until you live it.
Absolutely.
And that's why I go to these cases to experience it. Like it's a total different experience from watching it on TV and being there,
Mm-hmm.
But anyway,
yeah,
brother,
it's way different.
you take care
way
of yourself, and I wish you luck on the search for Nancy Guthrie and get us some answers.
Yeah, likewise, man. And I was enjoying your your shark story.
Yeah. All right, Mark the Shark. You be good.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.
All right, peace. Yeah, Mark's a good guy. Like I said, I met him out there. Like I generally, I can vibe with people. I'm a real good vibe person. I can tell when you're a decent human being, and I can tell when you're a shitbag. Listen, everybody out there at Nancy's, I didn't think was a good guy. Just honest. Some of them were good guys, good people, right? And I think if you're going to be in true crime, you need to be a good person. You need, because it's you're dealing with so much grief and so much stuff that if you don't have a decent heart, I just don't think you belong in true crime. I just don't. I'm here because I felt horrible about something, because something broke my heart. My heart has got me to true crime, right? With Summer Wells and everything I did in the years of searching for that little girl, and still working my ass off to try to find answers for that very first case I started, what, 5.5 years ago. And we're still to this day talking about it, and Nancy Guthrie, of course, I want Nancy found. But there's nobody on this planet more than I want than Summer Wells. And listen, I know Summer Wells is not going to be found. I just want answers. I need closure in this. Okay? I need closure. I know there's a lot of people out there that have watched this, and you need closure for your own reasons. Everybody does, right? And I know little Summer Wells is gone. I know Miss Nancy Guthrie's gone. I know all these other people in these cases that I covered are gone. But I want some type of closure. Usually when I see people go to prison, it's that little bit of closure I need. It's never really answers to why somebody did something, right? Like, I don't know why, like, Adam Montgomery beat Harmony to death. I don't know why Megan Boswell stuffed that baby in the trash. I don't know why damn Leilani Simon chose to kill just one of her kids and throw them in a I'll never know that. And I can accept the fact that I'll never know those reasons. I mean, I have my theories, but what I can sleep good at night is I know they're in prison, right? I know that justice has been served to at least what the courts consider justice. It'll never be what I consider justice, because let me tell you this, I line these bitches up and I'd pull a switch on them and sleep good at night, right? Sleep.
They're talking about how you could smell the case on Harmony's case.
It's something I'll never forget that. I will never ever forget that when they brought off the ceiling tiles of where her body was sitting. I'll never forget.
Yeah.
It's something you never forget. It's like, like Mark the Shark sitting through the David case, the entertainer David, D4, whatever the fuck his name is. Pull the switch on him, take his money, take his assets, give it to the family of that girl. That's what they deserve. They deserve justice, right? There's no need. They let this man tour. He had a high-powered lawyer. He was living in the Hollywood Hills. And Mark will see things and experience things that none of us will. The emotions in them courtrooms are real. When I sat behind Crystal Montgomery and I'm just watching this mama cry and everybody will say Crystal's a horrible mama. Okay? Maybe she is. Maybe she ain't. but the emotions she was feeling in front of me that day were real, right? And then you sit in courtrooms where you see people defending, families defending horrific monsters like Leilani Simon and stuff like that. And you'll see families that don't support what their loved one did, like in Megan Boswell. But the experience, it's man, I thought I was a tough dude. I honestly did. I was crying like a baby during the Harmony Montgomery stuff broke me down. I mean, I tried with everything I could, and tears were just pouring out. The dude, the bailiff, walked around handing everybody in the courtroom a handkerchief, right? That's how many people were crying in the courtroom. I mean, it was just like it was like a funeral. Okay, like it. The dude, the prosecutor, there was a stain. The last of harm. I watched break down in the tears. Cops, firefighters, just everybody. It's still sad to this day to think about it. Dolly.
What's up, Jimmy?
What up?
This is Philip from Tennessee.
What's up, Philip? How's it going today, brother?
Oh, okay. Just got out of the pool just a little bit ago.
Oh, so you live in the
Think
good
that you're
life.
wrong. Nah, try to.
I
As
hear
much
that.
as possible.
Did you want to tap in on something we were discussing today?
I just wanted to know what airline did you use, or can you say?
Oh, they ain't paying me. I don't. Yeah, I can say we used American. We flew out on American, and flew back on American.
Yeah. Reminds me of one time we went to Cancun, Mexico, and as the plane was circling around, I was looking, and there was like foot tall grass between the expansion joints of the runway.
Oh,
I didn't
Lord.
think that was. Yeah, I didn't think that was too safe.
And where was you going? I remember
At
not together.
Cancun.
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 We
Yeah,
were just talking about Cancun.
This was about 20. This was like 25 years ago.
Wow. Yeah. Look down and the runway's all cracking, and like I don't know. I
Yeah.
didn't see the airport in Nassau, but let me tell you this: Nassau, Bahamas, is the fucking. I'd rather be driving through Compton at 2 o'clock in the morning. It is.
Yeah, I watch you,
hood.
yeah.
It's third world country hood. I mean, fucking the shacks that are in this place are like some shit you may have seen it on TV, but you need to like because a lot of the tourists that go there, they don't drive around. They go to the tourist locations. But we were in a car and I was driving on the left side of the road. I'm pretty good at driving on the left now. But we got lost and we ended up in like the worst hood in the Bahamas. Even the people told us don't go there.
It's not hard to do.
And we went down this alley and it was fucking bad. Like I had never seen nothing like this. I ain't never seen shit like this on a rap video. Okay. This was like O Block times 100. This shit was bad. Like the
You ever seen that? You ever seen that movie, Lord of War?
Lord of War.
Kind of, yeah, with Nicolas Cage, where he's an arms smuggler. Older movie.
I don't think
he was in Africa, and he's there's those shacks and stuff like that.
Yeah. There's some really poor areas, but like the crime rate has climbed a lot in the Bahamas. So we were watching some stuff on the crime rate and the murder rates and the robberies. You're good if you're in the tourist areas. They protect those areas because they don't want nothing bad to happen because that's where they make all their money. It's through tourists and boats and ships that come through. Most people don't usually fly into the Bahamas. They usually go there on cruise ships. So we really got to see the Bahamas, like at nighttime, the grocery stores, actual how it is to live there because we were staying in a house. And it's listen, I'm gonna be honest, everybody I met was pretty friendly, nice.
Right.
But we didn't stop in the bad places to see how they were. We kept going.
Right.
And we were riding through this
road.
road. We rode down this road that was so bad. I told PJ, I said, if somebody jumps in the fucking street, I'm running them over. They getting hit.
Yeah.
I ain't stopping for nothing. I ain't stopping this car. This was bad. Like straight out. It looked like fucking. You ever seen Black Hawk Down?
Yeah.
Where they're escaping from fucking Somalia. It looked like that. Okay, it looked like we had landed in a Black Hawk and we needed to get to the fucking base. That's how bad it looked. I was like, this shit is just, you know. And I kept saying that Bahamas was a third world country. PJ's like, it's not a third world country. And then we go,
it is.
It's a third
It's
world
a fourth
country.
world.
No, it's good.
It's a fourth
been a
world.
third world. It's bad. It's fucking. Don't let the blue water fool you. Okay, don't let the blue water fool you. The white sand. You go 20 miles from there, you will die. Okay. I'd rather take my chances with the sharks in the ocean than some of that stuff out there. It's, you know, but like I said, the tourist areas are beautiful, and if you get a chance to go to the tourist areas, and it's like I said, you'll have a blast. I had a blast.
Yeah, most people do the cruises, and
yeah.
You know,
how was it when you went to Cancun? Is that what you said, Cancun?
Yeah, this like I said, this was 25, 30 years ago, but it was good. We stayed at Isla Mujeres. It was a big hotel we stayed at, and they were like, they're linked in with like 4 or 5 Moon Palace, Sun Palace, and I don't know if it's, you know, changed or not.
Did you go out of tourist areas?
Oh yeah, we went. Well, I guess it would still be considered tourist areas. We went to a club called Senior Frogs.
Yeah, we went to Senior Frogs in the Bahamas. It was pretty cool. I had a good time at Senior Frogs. We went there in the Bahamas.
Did they have a slide? This one had a slide, and these people. I'll tell you something funny. These people were going up this slide, and they didn't tell them that it was dumping them out in the lagoon, and they were coming back in all nasty.
Yeah, because Senior Frog sits over the harbor in the Bahamas, and everybody parties there that gets off the ships. So our excursion, we were meeting at Senior Frog. So I went to Senior Frogs almost every day that I was in the Bahamas. So it was a cool little place. I had a good time. I can't complain.
We went to an island, Isla Mujeres, Island of the Woman, I think. That movie, Against All Odds. There was
is that where it was shot?
Yeah, that's where some of it was shot at.
I went to Gilligan's Island from the TV show. We went to Gilligan's Island, which was pretty cool.
There was like a flea market thing you went through, and this old man had this sign that said Walmart prices. And when we were leaving, he flipped it over, and the back of it said Kmart prices.
Kmart prices. Yeah, we went to the straw market, and everybody in there is like trying to sell you something. Like you can't even breathe without somebody in your face trying to sell you something.
Yeah, I don't like that.
And they call it the straw market. It's all ran by women, and these women are aggressive. I mean, super aggressive women. And they're like, you know, one lady walked up to me. She said, "I need to make money. This is my job. Buy something." I was like, God, like pretty forceful. Like you buy something now. All right, buy something from me. Not being nice or nothing. Just you buy something from me. All right. And then if you buy something from somebody, then they all run up.
Then everybody else wants.
Yeah, because they know you got money and you're buying shit. So that's what they were doing to PJ. When she buys something from one lady, another lady would run up. She's like, "Look what I got. I give you better price." And they would it was just constant, right? So PJ spent all my money, and now I'm homeless. I'm gonna sleep on your couch. All right.
Yeah.
All right, brother. You be good.
We'll figure something out. All right, later, brother.
All right, peace. Yeah, it's like, you know how they always joke about them Asian people. Buy now. You buy now, right? There's way worse than that. The Caribbean people, boy, they are like, I get it though. If you know you gotta eat. I guess everybody got to survive.
I wanted to show my hair.
And the Caribbean is so expensive, so I guess that's why they're so aggressive. You want to show your hair? It's crazy looking in the back.
I'm not gonna show you that.
I'm kidding. Go ahead. No, I'm playing. You can pop your head. You want to show them your Caribbean cornrows?
Yeah.
Okay. Pop your head in. See her little cornrows? She got done by a Bahama mama. And that's what the lady said. She said, we're going to make you look like a Bahama mama. And then why PJ's getting the cornrows, people are coming up trying to sell me every drug you can think of. They tried to sell me Viagra.
That little wooden statue with the weenie.
Yeah, they were trying to sell. Well, I was just standing there waiting for them to braid her hair, right? These damn Caribbean women. There's a little flock of Caribbean women. But then they had the Caribbean dude. So I'm just standing there waiting, right? Because they got to braid her hair. They tried to sell me. The dude was like, yo, you want to get some Viagra? I was like, you ever had anybody on the street come up to you and try to sell you Viagra? Okay, do I look that old? Okay, my shit still work. Okay, they're like, you want some Viagra? We got the Caribbean Viagra. I was like, I only want to know what that is. Okay, I'm a little scared to comprehend quite what you may try to sell me. Right? It was like Cuban cigars. Every couple seconds somebody was trying to sell me something. I was like, look, I'm good. Too old for that. Too old. Too damn old. All right. Cornrows look great. So even too. Well, she got them days ago. They're starting to like come out a little bit, but yeah, $5 a piece. And that girl could cornrow with like she do one cornrow in a minute. Okay, so every minute she was making $5. I'm just watching money fly out of my pocket. Ooh, $5, like that. Okay, you won't come down. LOL. Wait, are they saying Alex is associated with the kidnapping? What am I missing? Is Alex? Which Alex? Alex that is arrested for the shooting, or Alex that's Mr. P10 Alex? Which Alex are y'all talking about? I don't think Alex, Mr. P10, is associated with anything to do with Nancy Guthrie. I think he just had to pee and he needed a tent. I mean, if you were camping, that's great. Ain't nothing wrong with a P tent. I got a P tent for my camping setup, and my camper has one in it. So if I want to take a shower or something, I can set it up beside, take a shower. But that's usually for camp scenarios. That ain't usually when you're in a residential neighborhood set up. Dolly.
Hey, this is OG Nanny from Tennessee.
Hey, OG Nanny.
I've got a crazy question. It's a little off topic.
Okay, I got a crazy answer then.
Okay, so while you were gone, I had to watch somebody. So I
Uh-huh.
watched. Is all this stuff that he says about he was a bounty hunter and he was this and that, is that true? Okay,
Yeah.
that's all I meant.
I don't know what's true. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. That's a
Good
secret.
enough.
So he worked for the CIA too, and
Oh,
intelligence
wow, I
to
didn't-
protect the president. Okay, I don't know. I just go along with it.
That's what I didn't really comment in the chat. I just listened,
But
but I thought
I'll tell you what
I-
is true. I think out of
What?
everybody, he was the closest to getting Candace to confess to what happened to Summer Wells. That's
True.
truthful.
that.
So all the other stuff don't matter to me. The only thing I would want is answers for Summer Wells. I don't care who gets those answers. You could be fucking have a tin cup in your hand and Spider Monkey, get the answers. It's the getting closure. Like I said, I want that closure, and I don't care who does it or what they say to get it, or if they tell the craziest story that Steven Spielberg couldn't write. As long as you get the answers, it ain't me to judge you, like get them, like, but I wouldn't believe everything you hear, of course, on the internet. People will tell you crazy things. Like, I think out of everybody, I'm the only one honest. I tell you I'm an idiot. Other people tell you they're independent journalists, that they're fucking media, that they're this and that. I'm honest. I'm a fucking YouTube idiot, but I keep it real and I try my best to get answers, what everybody else sells is, that's their little shop of horrors. You know what I'm saying? I got my own little thing going on.
I've been with you since we used to love bomb, and we'd go to Molly Go Lightly's, and you'd spin the wheel. I've been here a while.
Have
But
you?
yeah,
So you've been here to 6 years with me. Awesome.
Yeah. So
Did time fly by? Did it seem like it flew by for you?
It took me like a year to figure out how to become a member. It's only been a member for like 5, but
Well,
I've been
that's
with
fine.
you.
Even if you ain't a member. I mean, I'm just glad you've been here with me, rocking with me and watching.
But I just wanted to ask you that. I live about 45 minutes from Ben Hill, and I want answers for Summer.
Yeah. I mean, he may have been a bounty hunter at one time. I'm not really for sure, to be honest with you. There may be some truth to the bounty hunter stuff. I think there's some truth to some of the stuff he says, but I wouldn't believe everything he said. You know what I'm saying? Because I think he sells some wolf tickets. You know, he sells a few wolf tickets here and there. But like I said, he's working to try to get answers for Summer, and that's real. That part of it. Okay, to trying to get answers for Summer, and that's all I care about anyway. I don't care if he walks a tightrope and fucking works for the KGB. Let's get answers for Summer. You know what I'm saying? But thank you for calling in, and thank you for being here with me for so long.
Yeah, I'm glad you all had a good time. I'm glad you're back, though.
I'm glad I'm back too. I'm glad I'm back. It feels good to be back in America. I didn't realize how great of a place America was till I went somewhere else.
I love you and PJ like grandkids. I feel like I'm your granny.
All right. Awesome. Well, it's nice to have you, Granny.
All right. I'll see you.
All right. Bye-bye. Listen, guys, let me tell you this. Don't believe shit you hear on the internet, okay? None of it. Don't believe nothing. These people are a whole nother, I don't even know what to say about YouTube, okay? If I got to be 100% honest about it, like, nobody is real. None of them. They're you know, a lot of people think Dolly is a character. If he is a character, the person that's Dolly is the realest character on the internet. Everybody else, what the hell, right? Like, I can't even believe it. Like, there's some, like I said, it's I didn't know, man. I know now, and that's why I'm not liked. I mean, I get it. I know why people don't. I can go with the program and suck up and kiss up to everybody and do all those things. No, I ain't doing it. Fuck them. You know what I'm saying? No. I ain't trying to be your friend. I ain't trying to be. You can have that. Y'all all hug each other and wear pajamas and do sleepovers. I ain't coming. I ain't being a part of that. I don't want no parts of it. That shit is weirdo stuff to me. Okay? When grown men sit on other grown men's lap, unless it's Santa Claus, that shit ain't acceptable. And I don't even like Santa Claus. I don't trust him. All right? He seems a little creepy. You know, little kids sitting on his lap. Something weird about ever since Bill Cosby and all these people started, you know, being exposed. I'm starting to look at Santa Claus in a different way. All right. But I ain't sitting on nobody's lap. I ain't kissing nobody's ass. I ain't being friends with anybody. Now, do I associate with people? I'll associate with you. Right. But we are not holding hands singing Kumbaya at any fucking point in time. Never think that's going to happen. Okay. I don't care who you are. I'm honest. I tell the truth. Right. The truth will set you free. When I go to sleep at night, I sleep good. Not lately, though. I got to get a new mask because they got me on this damn sleep machine. Let me tell you my problems. All right. Let me tell you my problems. Because I overshare. PJ tells me all the time. So they got me on this damn CPAP machine, right? And the damn thing is hurting this little part of my nose right here. See that little part of my nose? The little skin between the nostrils? Because it pushes up on it. Like this. It pushes up on my nose. And it just aggravates the shit out of me, right? I was asleep in the Bahamas. I woke up, snatched the mask off. Right? BJ's like, you know you need to keep that. I was like, I'd rather die. I would rather die. It just hurts my death. So I got to get a new mask. I'm going to call them tomorrow and try to get one that goes over my nose here. Because the one that goes like right here, it hurts my nose. This little piece of my nose right here. Like right there. And it's just aggravating and shit, right? And I have a hard time, feels like I have a hard time exhaling, right? Like, because, you know, it's forcing air into you, right? So it's forcing this air into you. But the bad part is when you breathe out, you have to fight that forced air that comes out. So when you breathe out, you're breathing out heavier. Is it bad?
No, it's just that Mark the Shark that was on didn't mention that he had all the clips on his Twitter channel of the stuff that's being said about the rumors of what's going on with this case we're covering.
Oh.
So, like, there's Tucson talking to alleged sister of this Alex character that got arrested.
Uh-huh.
And she says everything. Like, the Austin Drummond thing seems to be... I don't know if you could... I don't think there's anything really in it that's bad, but it's like a 19-second clip. I sent you a link to...
Okay, give me 1 second.
I didn't want to interrupt, but I didn't want to just stand here staring at you for 10 minutes while you tell your story.
Life story?
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, is this it?
I believe so.
Mark Shark? Why didn't he tell us why he was
I
here?
don't know. That's what I was like, what the heck? He was just up here. He could have told us he had clips and information.
I tell you, he was fucking that CO.
You holding that or what?
The baby's probably his. So before all this shit,
that's what I heard.
Yeah, that is. And she
Whoa.
was bringing in hella drugs to the prisons and all to the jails and shit. And her little dude, he was pushing hella fucking pills too.
Really?
So
this needs to be uncovered because it obviously.
you think he would just go in and hurt?
Yeah, they finally got him out apparently. No, because
the whole
everything.
reason he relapsed was because she was bringing the shit in to begin with.
Really?
Yes, really.
Have you told this to?
No.
Or you just getting it out now though?
Yep.
Because I heard that.
I didn't want to put it out if it was gonna harm him.
Yeah.
So I waited till everything was done.
Let's follow Mark.
Can you reach out to me on social media if you feel comfortable, and even if you just the chat?
Right.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm his sister.
Oh my gosh.
I tell you, he was fucking that CO. The female.
Okay, so that's the sister. He's talking with Tucson. And basically saying he was sleeping with her. That don't mean that's his baby. Could be the baby. And that they were pushed. So it's Austin Drummond. What did I say?
Exactly that.
I said it was an Austin Drummond
Exactly what you
case.
said, right.
Yeah, that they're pushing drugs into the prison or into the jail. That gangs run the jail. Pretty much what I said. I mean, my instinct is always now. Listen, in Austin Drummond, I named how many people were going to get arrested
And what they look like.
and what they look like. Okay, nobody did that. Not only was I right, but I said it's gang related. It's going to be these black dudes, right? Because I could tell that Austin Drummond carried himself like a black dude, right? You could tell he was a wannabe black guy. And I just knew the people he were associated with were black dudes. And I knew that he was, I was like, I called that shit. If nobody believes me, right? And even Brian Kohlberger, Dolly, this is the reason I'm the living legend. The greatest to ever do it, the greatest true crime person ever, okay, is me. If you don't believe anything I'm saying, go back and watch the videos. They're still there. I haven't edited them or changed anything in them. And you will see that I bat 1,000. Like 1,000. Like if there was a major league shit, okay? I ain't even just blowing my own horn. Okay, I am. But I'm that damn good. What am I supposed to do? When you this good, you arrogant. You're like, bitch, I'm the best. Okay? Ain't nobody like me. Dolly used black magic to call that stuff. He really uses black. I got one of those 8 balls. And I shake it up. And I'm like, all right, tell me what's going on in these true crime stories. But how do I know? Every time. How do I know? How do I just know? Because I'm the greatest. I'm just the fucking greatest. All right. I would hate me too. If I was a true crime person, I'd be like, man, fuck that dude. All right. Can't stand him. He's always right. He knows he's right. He knows he's the greatest. We just hate him. Hate him. Struggle. Sometimes when you just good, people they're not gonna like you. They're just not gonna like you. When you're always right, you're like, no, I'm not always right. I'm not always right. Just 98% of the time, which is pretty high for true crime. Considering I'm an idiot. Just think about this. Say you're a detective, you're a former homicide investigator, or you run the cold case files, or you've been doing damn true crime for 30 years. And then some fucking idiot, okay, from Georgia, from the backwoods of Alabama is better than you. Can you imagine that? That's why they won't let me on CrimeCon, because I'm the greatest. They don't want to be embarrassed that an idiot is smarter than everybody, okay? I always tell people I'm borderline genius, but that's neither here nor there. You know, a little crazy, a little genius. But every genius was always a little crazy. Look at Albert Einstein, all right? Always crazy hair and crazy. It is what it is. People will be searching Dolly Parton today and find this channel. Well, they should. They will be searching Dolly, and Dolly Vision will pop up. They should get it, right? There's always been two Dollys. There's Dolly Parton, the great, and there's Dolly that ain't. All right? I'm the Dolly that ain't. But there's only been two, me and her. And sadly, she's gone, but will always be remembered. All right? And this channel, of course, is named after Miss Dolly Parton, purposely. Okay? And I did that for my mother, one of my mother's favorite singers, for everybody that wants to know. Again, because so many people ask, where did I get the name Dolly? That's where it is. It never originally was supposed to be me being called Dolly. It never was. But over the years, people have just, you know, seen the channel and like, hey, Dolly, hey, Dolly, hey, Dolly. And now everybody just calls me Dolly. And I at first, I couldn't stand it. I was like, man, I'm a fucking dude. Why y'all calling me Dolly? Then, you know, I embraced it, and now I use it, and everybody calls me. It feels a little weird when y'all call me Jimmy now. It just don't have the same effect. Jimmy's the dude that got to wash the laundry. Dolly's the dude that comes up here and solves the mysteries. Okay, like the Scooby-Doo gang. I'm that dude. But just remember, when y'all want what's going on, what the facts are, my gut instinct is the best in true crime. There's nobody that I've seen. I'm better than the fucking YouTube psychics, okay? A YouTube psychic would be like, that dude's psychic, okay? He got some special abilities. I'm not a real great book smart person, but I have great common sense. And I have good street smarts. Okay, I grew up in the hood. I got good street smarts and I have common sense. And I think with those two things make me better than people that been doing this for twice as long. Because they don't have the life experiences that I have living in the hood. They don't just have common sense. They overthink things. They just overthink it. And I don't. I'm straight Occam's razor. The most logical thing is what happened. It don't have to be a Steven Spielberg movie. It don't have to be this big Hollywood production. It could be the simplest things. People die over $5 in this world. It ain't got to be complicated. People will kill you because they don't like the fucking way you look at them. You got to keep that in. Do you like us, Dolly? Black Larry? Do I like you, Black Larry? I love y'all guys. Like is like, I like cheeseburgers, okay? I don't love cheeseburgers. I like them. They're good. I enjoy them. Love is I love you people because you're my fellow human beings on this planet. I believe we're all brothers and sisters. Now, some of y'all don't fuck with, okay? But I do believe we're all tied together in this crazy world we call reality. So I love you guys. I wouldn't want nothing bad to ever happen to any of you. I don't hate anybody. Do I dislike people's behaviors? Absolutely, right? I don't like when people act stupid or do bad things. But do I hate that person? No. Would I associate with them people? Probably not. That don't mean I hate them. You know, I don't want bad things to happen to anybody. When I go to sleep at night, I don't have hate in my heart. I don't like wish bad things on anybody, you know? Not at all. It's just things that, and I see people doing bad things all the time. Now, like I said, I choose, in this world, we get to choose who we associate with and who we don't associate with. If I don't think you're a good person, I'm just not going to associate with you. I'm not going to hate you, just not going to F with you. Simple as that. And I try to encourage people to, take a look at people. But people don't. They don't care. Not people over the internet, not most people. They just don't give a damn. If you entertain them, that's all that matters. We're in the entertainment business. They don't care about morals and values and the masses. Some people do. I think I have good people here that care about those things, but the masses, they don't give a shit. As long as they're entertained, they get force fed the bullshit that they want to eat. They're happy, and that's easy work. To be a shitbag is easy. To be a good person, it takes patience. It's a lot of hard work, and I've been working hard on that. And like I said, anybody can turn on the internet and just be a dirtbag. It just, don't give a shit. Everything is just for show. It ain't like that for me. It's absolutely not like that for me. But I'm going to get ready to go because I got to be here later tonight, and I don't want to spend my whole day online. I want to touch grass like a real human being. Have a life outside of the internet is great, and it's a beautiful day here in Virginia. So I want to enjoy some of that day, and I need a weed eat around my pool. My grass has got kind of high around the pool, so I need to go cut it. All right. It ain't all rainbows and unicorns, god damn it. Sorry about that, Jesus. There's some work you got to put in too. All right. I still got chores to do. Y'all be good, stay safe, and just remember, if nobody else does, this dude here loves you guys, right? You need somebody in your corner. That person's Dolly. All right. Thank y'all for being here with me. Like I said, the most valuable thing you have in this world is your time. And you guys gave that to me today. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And I'll see you guys later tonight.